Playa, mujeres fumando. Mira, tírame plan y son nalgas de mentira. Tan brinda, que chimba, colombiana linda. Siempre con los ojos rojos de Cali, con mi amiguita Mari.
My head's in the clouds, can you bring me back down, boy? I need it. My head's in the clouds, can you bring me back down, boy? I need it. Need it. Need it. Need it.
Shout out to you gentlemen and ladies that are here this evening for round 3 of the young lady named Brenda, who was scoped in Cali, Colombia by women in Medellin. And guess what? You find out that there are other individuals that were scoped by those same individuals. We're going to be looking at that video tonight to let you guys see that the women are in Medellin are on a world tour. Why just scope men in Medellin when you can scope men all across Colombia? So we're going to be looking at that this evening. We're going to talk about that. And then we're going to talk about the differences in stratas or zones here in Colombia, because there's one thing for us to just talk about, well, this is that zone, zone 1. Well, this is that zone, zone 0. It's one thing to talk about those things. It's another thing for let you guys see what these zones actually look like, and for you to actually see the difference in the zones. And maybe if you get a chance to see the difference in the zones in these cities, you'll understand why your boy Andre is somewhat funny style when it comes to hanging out in certain areas. Some of you brothers, like some of you guys that come down for the Petronio Alvarez Festival, shout out to you guys. We're going to be dropping some links and some information in regards to that starting next month, so you guys can start setting yourselves in order. But some of you guys, you can go into any neighborhood, hang out with anybody, because you think if they my skin folk, they my kinfolk. That's not Andre. I'm gonna say it again. That's not your boy Andre. I learned a long time ago. I'm from a chocolate city called Detroit, Michigan. See, some of y'all come from Kansas City. That ain't a chocolate city. Some of y'all come from Tampa, Florida. That ain't a chocolate city. San Diego, California. Ain't no chocolate city. Chicago. You ain't even a chocolate city. DC, Atlanta, Detroit. Those are chocolate cities.
You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
And I don't even hang out with everybody in my own chocolate city. Everybody that's my skin folk ain't my kinfolk. And some of you guys come down here to Colombia and to Brazil, and you automatically assume they black folk. We're going to talk about that. Just because they black folk, don't make them your folk. So we're going to talk about the difference between zones. You guys are going to be invited while you're here at the Petronio Alvarez Festival. You're going to be invited to be around some of the most beautiful women. But I'm telling you guys, the women that are scamming here in Cali, and the sisters, I'm gonna say this and put this out there for the Petronio Alvarez event, because this is all about the sisters. I'm not saying every sisters, but there are a lot of scammers that are gonna come down from Cartagena, from Bogota, and from Medellin to scam you dudes. If you think that it's gonna let you come down to Cali, Colombia, hang out with 300,000 black people, and they ain't gonna come down here to scam you and rob you and hustle you, you think they ain't got Petronio plans for you? Their drug lords are getting prepared for the Petronio Alvarez Festival just like you are. You want to be around your black people, cool. They gonna have all the black female scammers that you need, that you desire, coming down your way. So just like you don't go to every area in your own city, I'm going to show you why tonight, as we watch this video regarding this young lady getting drugged, the part 3 of the series. I'm going to show you how in Cali, as well as rest of Colombia, what the zones look like, what each area looks like, what makes them so different. When I say don't deal with people from a certain area unless you're looks like I froze for a second. Thank you guys for your patience. Thank you for your patience. I'm going to close some of these windows out so that doesn't impact. Yeah, I got a lot of windows open. I didn't realize that. Got a lot of windows open. Let me close those out while I give the shout outs to you gentlemen who are here thus far. Shout out to my man Don, aka the Don JP, being in the building. Shout out to you being here. Shout out to you guys that have been purchasing the books and leaving the reviews for the book. I'm going to drop the links tonight for those that want to purchase the books and review the books. You don't have to pay to review the books. We need 10 reviews tonight, gentlemen, if you don't mind. At least 10 reviews. You can look at the sample. I'm going to pull all that up for you guys a little later on to support the channel. But let me close some of this out. Close some of these windows so we don't get interrupted again. Mr. Spence. That one. Let's see right here. Okay, close that out. I want to make a mistake and close the wrong thing out. Okay, cool. All right, and let me close some of these other windows out I haven't used in a few days. It's like being patient when you have to be patient when Kevin Samuels used to come on. We used to have to be patient, just a little patient with Kevin. You guys are gonna have to be a little patient with your boy Dre today. Shout out to all you guys. Let me close this one out as well. Okay, cool. All right. Shout out to my man Hombre Lobo in the building. Shout out to you being here as well. Appreciate you. Like the stream, share the stream, and like you said, subscribe to the channel. Subscribe to the channel. We are only 600 subscribers away from 25,000 subscribers. We got my homeboy, my brother. That's family right there. My man Top Gun is in the building. Alto Living we're going to talk about Alto Living today. Was very under the radar. I'll say that again. I'm going to say something. Top Gun, you were one of the original brothers going to Alto Living. Wasn't nobody going to Alto Living before you. Nobody. Ever since then, I don't know how the word got out. I know. I see everybody in their mama. Black, white, male, females, going in and out of Alto Living. That's Americans. I kid you not. The secret is out. The word is out. Hit that like button, guys. We like you. Make sure that you like us too. Shout out to you. Shout out to my man Hombre Lobo with the 7 months membership. He said, great host, great content, and great chat room. Here, chat lives matter, gentlemen. Chat lives matter. Click that like button. We like you, and you already know when you click the like button.
Oprah coming next. Once I establish this as a place of truth, oh yeah.
Yeah, we're gonna do a movie night tonight, but then my man OBI LAAND, make sure we're gonna subscribe and show support to OBI LAAND. I'm gonna drop his information so you guys will be able to support him by way of PayPal tonight. The OBI LAAND dropped a part 3 on us. We thought we were done with Brenda being drugged by the 2 women. Remember Brenda got drugged by the 2 women? Well, there's a part 3 and a situation with another guy. This guy was walking down the street and came across the girl that drugged him. Had this man knocked out for 2 days. This man was unconscious for 2 days. Stole everything. His dignity, dreams, hopes, everything came up missing. Shout out to my man David Dice of the Dice family and my man T-Mac being in the building. Shout out to my man For Profit is in the building. Yeah, T-Mac. The ladies are coming down from Medellin there. The beautiful bottom feeders are coming down from Medellin, and you know they're going to be here for Petronio Alvarez Festival. The beautiful bottom feeders will be here to scam all you guys that are looking for love, that think that you found the woman of your dreams, the Afro-Colombian sister with all the looks. Mind you, there are some amazing Afro-Latina sisters in these countries. Amazing. Why y'all like the women from the hood? I don't know. Thank you very much. We appreciate the intro. Once again, shout out to my man David Dice of the Dice family in the building. And my man Robert Lee. Shout out to you being here. Say hello, Andre and Andre from Texas. Them Texas boys at it again. They are at it again. Shout out to them Texas boys. My man Chulupe is in the building. Yeah, I froze for a second. I caught that. Thank you guys for showing some love and appreciation regarding that. We're going to wait till we get to about 45 people here, and then we're going to get started with that. But like I mentioned before, tonight we're going to talk about not only we're going to see the video of the last part, what happened to Brenda after they, after OBI LAAND caught the girl that drugged them. What happened to Brenda? Remember, she went back to New York. What happened? We're going to hear what happened to the next person that got drugged, the guy. But we're also going to talk about the stratas, the zones. You guys often hear YouTubers say, well, this zone or this dot or this communa. What's the difference between the areas? You're going to see the difference tonight. You're going to see with your own eyes. What's the difference between them hoods that y'all be getting them chicks from in a neighborhood where you get some good women from? There's a difference in the states between a hood and a neighborhood, and in other countries, it's the same thing. Do not think that you can go to Europe and that the European hood is different from your hood. It's still hood. Same thing in South America. You like dealing with hood women? So be it. I'm going to show you the hood. I'm going to show you. So all you guys that hear me talk about this a lot, you've been hearing me talk about this over the years, I'm going to show you what neighborhood that your boys be getting their girls from. I'm going to show you what neighborhood that the pay for play in Cartagena, what it looks like. The hood that in Medellin, what it looks like. And I'm going to use Cali as an example. You think I'm playing? Okay. Y'all think I'm playing? All right.
I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay.
Shout out to Twan being in the building of the Hooks family, first of his name in the year of our Lord 2025. Shout out to my man Black Nubian. Them Canadian boys are at it again.
I told this guy where I was from. He said, oh, Canada.
Peace and blessings to you too, my man Dollar Bill. Peace and blessings to you too, my friend. I'm glad to see that you guys are here. Oh, we already hit our 45 mark. Our goal was 45 people, but you guys came in. It just kind of like blew that out the water. Shout out to my man YB in the building. Shout out to you, kind sir, for being here. He said, I'm not stepping into Colombia until I do a consultation with Andre. Appreciate that. I literally just finished the consultation with a brother, right before the show. And he literally said the exact same thing. He said, this is why I made sure I reached out to somebody that's boots on the ground, that's professional, and not a party boy. I give you a perfect example of what party boys say. Y'all ready? Y'all ready for a party boy statement? This is gonna hurt some of y'all feelings. I'm about to change the music up real quick. This is gonna hurt some of y'all feelings. Party boys, when they come to Cali, Colombia, this is one of the statements that I often hear party boys say when they come to Cali. Let me change the music to, let's go here. Let's go there. Let me see what we got going on. Not bad. Okay. No, I want to change that up. That's too. Let's see. There we go. That's a little better. Okay. One of the things that I noticed that you party dudes say in Colombia when y'all get around Afro-Colombians, they look just like us. I can blend in if I keep my mouth shut. You don't look nothing like a Colombian. I'm gonna say that again. Your facial features, there are few of us that have strong African features in the States. Most of us have North American features. I don't care how black you are. You look like a black person from North America. You really do. There is very few of us that still hold strong, chiseled features like many of these Afro-Colombians men do. Number one. Numero dos. Most of us, if you are still wearing braids over the age of 30, you don't look Colombian or Brazilian. Name, I want you to think about it, T-Mac. How many times have you seen an actual Colombian or Brazilian over the age of 30 years old with braids? I didn't say dreads, braids. I think I've maybe seen it maybe once or twice. If these were entertainers on stage. Some of y'all 40 years old. Okay, let me push the envelope. I told you I'm gonna hurt your feelings. This is what party boys say when they get to Cali. We look just like them. You don't look a dang thing like Colombians. I'm gonna say this again. You just because you black don't mean that you got the same feature. They could put you in a crowd of 100 Colombians. They will point you out in a millisecond. Most of us do not have South American, strong African features like the Colombian men do. We just don't. Ain't no shade. We just look different. But some of y'all swear because y'all black, y'all blend in. No. My point in saying that is your black tail is still a target. You go in the wrong area of DC, you're a target, right? You go to the wrong area of Chicago, you're a target, right? You go to the wrong area of LA, Detroit, Atlanta, you're a target, right? What the hell make you think if you go to the wrong areas in Colombia and Brazil, you ain't on target? Wait a minute. I just named off cities where you can be black. You black in Atlanta, right? You black in Chicago. Why your blackness don't protect you in Chicago? Why your blackness don't protect you from the hood area in DC? How come the blackness don't protect you from when you in LA? You black, you should be able to blend in with all the dudes in LA, right? No. You said because your black tail is black, You blend in with all the Colombians and Brazilians down here that's black, right? You said that. You said that stupid ish. I'm trying to let you guys know one of the reasons y'all get scammed is because we let our guards down too easy. We assume that just because we got the same complexion, somebody gonna look out for us. It don't work like that in the States. Do it. Ask the Canadian brothers. Is there areas in Canada that they don't go to in Toronto? They don't care how many black people there. They like that area you don't want to go to in Toronto. We love Quebec, but some of that city right there in Quebec, you don't want to go to that area in that city. Stop spreading that lie that just because you're black, that you blend. You don't. I don't. You don't. Why do you think every time, no matter what color the Colombian is, when they walk up on you, they practice English? But when they have your partner that's full Colombian next to you, they speak in full Spanish and will turn to you at that restaurant and look you right in the face and say, thank you. Do you need anything else? But they'll look right at the Afro-Colombian that's next to you and say, gracias. Necesito? They won't say that to you. Why? Because you don't look like them. Okay, I've been here going on a decade. Have you ever hear me told that lie? Ever? Ever? Have you ever heard me tell you that lie, that as long as you come to Colombia and you hang around black people, you look just like them? Have you ever heard me told that barefaced lie? And anybody that's telling you that lie is a liar, and I tell them to their face they lying. Anybody down here, any of these Americans that's running down here, all you black Canadians running down here, you do not look South American. Stop telling each other that lie, because that's one of the ways we keep getting drugged and robbed and scammed, because we let our guards down because we think we're among our people. Y'all be so happy to meet black people in other countries that you let your guards down. And now in Cali, some of them are the ones that's drugging you. And I got partners off camera that got drugged by sisters down here because they sisters. Now I'm going to say this: a majority of the women down here, no matter what race, color, or creed, are good women. Majority of women are not drugging people. Majority of women in South America are not out there scamming people. It's just a lie. And the dudes that get got will spread that second lie that all of South America is dangerous. South America is dangerous only when you make it dangerous. Like I said, we're going to be watching the video, but I just want to get a point across. South America, yes, sir. For real. Go to Liberty City in Miami. Y'all love Miami. Love y'all some Miami until you got to cross the bridge into Miami. I ain't talking about no South Beach. When you cross that bridge into Miami, like the brother said, Liberty City, okay, now you in Miami. Now let's talk about the Miami y'all don't never see. Because if you ain't never been to Miami, he is 100% correct. And I've been to Miami many a day. And I ain't talking no South Beach, Ocean Drive, Collins Avenue, Bay Shore, all the condos. No. Take your ass in Miami. You gonna learn. You gonna learn today. There's a whole different Miami than what they show you on TV. My man Clinton said, that's true, brother. He said, I'm from Toronto. He said, and I can testify to that. And I've been to Toronto many a day. And there are areas in Toronto, no matter how fine them sisters are, and Toronto got some niceies. Toronto got some niceies. But there are areas in Toronto you will not see me going to. And that's why I try to encourage you guys. My man said 22 likes and 46 people in here. Get the likes up, gentlemen. Appreciate you. I'm going to pull the video up in a moment. And like I said, half the show is going to be about what went on with OBI LAAND in the part 3 with the lady and the guy that got drugged, like y'all saw on the thumbnail. This guy was walking down the street and came across the girl that drugged him. And then we're going to look at the stratas, the zones. I'm going to let you guys see on video the difference between this zone and that zone in Cali, Colombia. You will have no excuse, because you're going to see, if you get a woman from that zone, that's your fault. If you get a woman from that particular zone, that area of Cali, Medellin, Cartagena, I only got one thing to say to you. That's your fault. Because on this show, I'm going to give it to you all. I don't try to sugarcoat. I don't try to play with your feelings. If you ever notice, me and Andre do not try to, on this show, we do not try to make y'all feel good and fuzzy feelings on the inside about coming to Colombia. We tell you the real. You ain't got, you know why? Because it's not enough. It's only a few of us on YouTube in Colombia that's telling you how it really is in Colombia. Really is in Brazil. We ain't only showing you beaches. So if you plan on living here, you want somebody that ain't gonna lie to you. Because 90% of the YouTubers that's out there, every time I see one of their videos, they telling a barefaced lie. Barefaced lie. You be like, get the hell, are you serious? Oh my God, guys, look over here. And it's, oh my God, how you like Cali? It's so one. I'm like, get the dude. If you don't get that boy out that neighborhood, if you don't get that dude out there, what the hell y'all doing? I kid y'all, I got partners right now. They already know now. Don't even ask, Andre. They used to ask me all the time, hey, Dre, what you up to? None, dog. Why don't you drive up to the east? What? Why don't you drive up to the east side, man? The brothers and sisters are having a gap. Not me. Hell no. Hell no, they can see that I'm bougie. I look like a robbery in progress. I walk over there, I look like a robbery in progress. I look like I don't belong here. I'm looking on the east side. I'm over there looking bougie. She cute, but ain't nobody gonna buy her kids no diapers. What? These raggedy house. What is the, if you in an area of a city and ain't no street, it's just dirt, that should be the first sign. You in Cartagena, all of Cartagena, you find a chick in a neighborhood with a streets with all dirt? Why? All these females that's living on streets, you decide to find you a chick that live where it's got dirt roads in a city. We ain't talking about they living in a country. We're talking about they live dirt roads in a city. And I'm gonna show you that here in Cali. Y'all love them, man. Y'all love y'all some broke chicks, man. I don't know what it is about broke chicks, but y'all think broke chicks are sexy. Ooh, a broke. Love me a broke chick. He said, keep giving us that real. I kid you not, it's not an ego thing. It's not about my channel is better than the other channel. No, it ain't about that, because I support everybody. I super chat everybody. But my point is, some guys just haven't been here long enough to be able to tell you guys the truth. Some guys are down here with on the vacation even though they've relocated. Some guys still act like they're on vacation in Colombia. T-Mac is a relocator. J. Clyde is a relocator. These guys, a lot of these guys that's off cameras are relocators. They carry themselves every day. They have a routine that they have. They have family and friends here. They know how to go about this. They can introduce you to that medical clinic or this medical clinic. They can show you how to get your ID. Oh, you lost your ID? Okay, cool. They can take you to where you can get your cellular or your ID. They know what a cellular is. These are boots on the ground brothers. These are the brothers you need to be dealing with. If they say yes, you say, okay, cool. If they say no, don't go. Vacation dudes, even the vacation-minded dudes who live in Colombia and live in Brazil, those are the dudes you don't want to be dealing with unless you just on vacation. Why? They don't know anything. Dude, let's say there's 100 dudes that live here, 100 brothers live in Cali. I guarantee you, at least it's only 25 of us that can tell you truly about Cali. Let's say 100. Why? Because the other guys are still with a vacation. They treat Cali like they're on vacation and not like they officially relocated. Y'all know shit about Cali. Forgive me, Lord. I wasn't even supposed to be cursing. This Easter weekend. Y'all know anything about Cali? And I'm not saying like I know everything. I don't know everything, but I know how to get to people who know some of everything. I got some interviews coming up with some major movers and shakers in Cali. So you're going to see the difference between the type of people I introduce you to and the pay for play that they introduce you to, and the strip clubs that they introduce you to, and the brothels that they introduce you to. You don't need nobody to introduce you to those spots. If you plan on moving from the United States or Canada and UK, you need somebody that's going to show you how to get to these, to relocate as the smoothest transition as possible, whether it be in 5 months, 5 years, or 15 years. That's why, once again, I wrote the book, right? That's why I wrote the book. Because everybody else is going to BS us. Man, listen, I'm going to put it like this, and I'm going to end it like this. You're right. Right, Chad, the curse jar. I'm going to put it like this. If I had to depend on half the dudes that's in Cali, Colombia right now, today, nobody else landed in the city, the brothers that's in Cali today, I would be effed. I would be effed. Because most dudes do not take it seriously. They're still, even though they've been here 5, 6, 7 years, still on party mode, still on ussy mode. That's all they talk about. That's all they think about. You can't have a serious conversation with them. You can't talk real business with them. You can't talk about growth. I got one, true story. I got 1 to 3 dudes in Cali, Colombia. I can literally sit down and talk real business with these guys. That's it. The rest of them, I know when I want to smoke a cigar and have some brandy, those are the brothers I look at. Hey, what y'all doing tonight? That's the dudes that I look, yeah, we can smoke some cigars and enjoy some brandy. Other than that, they ain't no good for nothing else. I don't call them for nothing else. They call me. They've been here just as long as I have. Well, not as long as I have. My man Domain was like one of the first ones, and then a few other brothers. Then I was like the second and a half to first tier. Let's put it like this. I was the first YouTuber here. When nobody on doing full scale YouTube here before me. And Andre. What's my point? Petronio Alvarez Festival is coming, and I want you guys to be prepared to have a great time. But don't trust everybody that's your color, bruh. You're going to hurt yourself trusting everybody because they black. And there's going to be 300,000 black people down here. You ain't got to be scared. You can have a good time. You're going to have a great time. We always have a great time. But as soon as somebody said, well, we're heading to the east. I don't care if it's the final. It's a party over there. Last year, and they have a party over on the east side every year for Petronio. Last year, 2 Colombian brothers got deleted. Claya, at the party that everybody was inviting people to. Wait a minute. You were dealing with that mess in the States. You could have stayed in the States if they was doing shooting up spots, right? You could have stayed in the States for that. Hey, sexy boo. You want to join me later? Okay. You could stay in the States if you want to see a spot where everybody having fun, then somebody pull out some artillery and delete somebody. You could have did that in the States, right? You didn't fly. You didn't save your money, fly all the way to Cali, Colombia, just so you can go to a spot to be around your people to get. You could did that in the States. Okay, but make sure you dry. Okay. That's what my point is. So guys, when you hear me say, and like I said, I don't know everything. When I let you guys know, there are some luncheons that you can go to during the daytime, because there are a lot of luncheons and gatherings of people from the States and people that are meeting the Afro-Colombian community on a positive scale. There's a lot of events to go to, as well as to the Petronio Alvarez Festival and celebration and the food and everything. But guys, you got to be careful. You got to be safe. You got to watch where you put your wallet, because it's packed like this inside the Petronio. And I mean packed like this, especially on Saturday and Sunday. Monday is a holiday every year. So that's why everybody's here on Saturday and Sunday, because they know they can party, have fun, get drinks, get food, have a great time. It's a wonderful event. But don't trust everybody that tells you, come with me, Hail Mary. See what I'm saying? Don't trust everybody. Shout out to you guys. We got 67 in the building, and Andrea will be joining us momentarily. But let's get started with the video. Let's get started with the video. Let me pull that up. Let me turn this music down a little bit. Let me turn this music down. We don't need that. Here we go. And let me pull this video up. We're going to get started with the part 3. Part 3. And shout out to my man, OBI LAAND, and his whole crew. And we're going to do a reaction. Fair use, fair use. Here we go.
Beat me a month ago. Stole everything. My money.
No.
It's yours, right?
No.
Ella scopa me un mes. Sí. Ella.
See what I'm saying? My man was walking down the street. White boy walking down the street, and he caught the chick that scoped him. Had him unconscious for 2 days. 2 days. That means defecating on yourself, urinating on yourself 2 days. Ain't nobody knocked on your door for 2 days. You ain't talked to your family back home. You ain't talked to your friends back home. Nobody even knows that you may be on the brink of being deleted. 2 days. Y'all keep on playing like this is a game in South America. 2 days.
She scopa me a month ago. Stole everything. My money.
No.
It's yours, right?
No.
Ella scopa me un mes. Sí. Ella. Bravo. Who can translate? Who can translate? Who can translate?
Okay. That's another thing. Y'all bringing these women into y'all Airbnbs, and I'm not coming at you, brothers. I'm just speaking reality. We have to stop bringing women into our lives that I know Colombia is a 99% Spanish-speaking community, and most of us don't speak Spanish like that. Stop trying to move like you do. Stop moving around as if you can speak Spanish like that. I don't care what you say, Andre. I'm on vacation. I've been going to Colombia for 7 years. I ain't never had nothing happen to me. I'm going to keep on telling dudes to party like a rock star. I'm going to throw pool parties and everything at the Petronio. Do it. I ain't no hater. Do it. But when one of y'all come up floating, I'm going to laugh. Oh, I'm not about to, if you think I'm going to hold a prayer circle, I ain't your grandmama. I ain't holding no prayer circles, no prayer meeting. Ain't nobody going to be fasting. I ain't going to be no sackcloth and ashes. I ain't going to be ripping no shirts open. Oh, no. Throw your, hey, when Petronio comes, y'all throw all the parties y'all want. But if one of y'all get caught, expect me to laugh my tail off. That one, that you can guarantee. Ain't gonna be no praying. I did all that for about 4 or 5 years for y'all. No more. No more. Them days are done. You ain't never got to worry about Andre dropping on one knee for all you dudes that don't want to listen. Them days are done. I was praying and fasting for my brothers. Oh my God, can somebody reach out to his mama? Can we do a fundraiser? All that stuff. I ain't having no more fundraisers, none of that. You think you know everything? You think you know Cali, Colombia because you come here once or twice a year? Come on down. I ain't no hater. But don't hate me for laughing in your face. Don't be ready to fight me because I'm laughing with hilarity because you did something stupid. And now it's funny how stupid you decide that you want to be. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. Let's continue on, gentlemen.
She stole everything from me. And she scoped me. I woke up 2 days later. I woke up 2 days later.
What she do to you?
Okay, 1 month ago.
Now, who is that right there? That's Brenda. Remember, Brenda got scoped? So we got two people that got scoped. Brenda and the white dude. Right around the same time in two different cities. Remember, Brenda was in, what was Brenda in Medellin for? She was in Medellin because she was there with OBI LAAND, trying to find out what was going on. They had tracked down one of the girls. Remember last episode? That's what Brenda was in Medellin for.
I met her on Bumble.
I met her on a dating app. How many times have we told you, if you're going to use a dating app, gentlemen, what's the rule? What's the rule? Only deal with it with women over the age of 35, 40. Why? Why women over the age of 35 to 40 on average? Because those women, 9 times out of 10, are already established and have something to lose if they're ever arrested. They know if they're arrested, they're going to lose custody of the kids. They know if they're arrested, they're going to get fired from their job. They know if they're arrested, they've got mortgages and rent to pay. They've got their mama to take care of, their dad to take care of. Older women are still attractive in South America. They still go to the gym in South America. They have the bodies of a 25-year-old, but yet the maturity of an older woman. If you're going to do the apps, notice I kind of like changed my movements over the years. I used to be no apps at all. I'm telling you now, if you're messing with little girls, you're going to get little girl results playing with them apps. Well, I'm only going to be here for a weekend, so I'm going to run through them anyway, Dre. Do it. Wait a minute, pause. You're a grown man. You will never hear me tell a grown man not to do it. Do it. And when I laugh, don't be mad. Do it. And when I shun you like I ain't heard you tell your story, don't be mad. If I don't F with you no more, don't be mad. Do it. You think you know better than us who live down here. Do it. You've been to Colombia how many times? 15? Got you. Oh, 14. Got you. Do it. I will never tell you guys don't do it. Since you know everything, go for it. You made one hove, Damon Dash. What did Jay-Z say in the song Champion? You made one hove, make another hove. Do it. You made one hove. You don't need me. You made one hove. Make another hove. Can't nobody tell y'all nothing. What's the use of arguing with a grown man with a pocket full of money and you can't tell him nothing? You got a grown man, no matter what race, color, creed, with a pocket full of money and a passport. He ain't listening to me, you, and nobody else. Do it. But when I laugh in your mother face, don't get in your feelings like you a single mama. That's all I gotta say. Don't get in your feelings like you somebody's single mama. And you know how single mamas love to be in their feelings. Don't get in your feelings. Oh, F. Andre, you sound just like a single mama. And I be telling y'all that. I'll be saying like, man, what you mad for? I be like, no, you be sounding just like a single mother, dude. So do it. Petronio Alvarez Festival coming, smash all the chicks that you want. But if it go left, you better not never let me find out, because I'ma laugh my tail off. Back to the video, gentlemen. Thank you for supporting the channel.
To see more of what happened, keep watching this channel. Brenda had returned back to New York after getting drugged and robbed. She was trying to reconstruct her life after falling victim to a bunch of girls while trying to fulfill an adult fantasy. By placing the episode behind her, she had now resumed her role of managing the family's business, which is a bakery located in New York. But the OBI LAAND team were still working, and after a couple of months, they had found one of the girls who drugged and robbed Brenda. The pretty-faced scopolamine queen, who intended to drug and rob an OBI LAAND agent using a sedative called clonazepam. We advised Brenda that we had found her, and this is a continuation of her.
Let's go back and look at that.
The pretty-faced scopolamine queen, who intended to drug and rob an OBI LAAND agent using a sedative called clonazepam. We advised Brenda.
All right. Now that's the other drug that they use. Andrea was telling me that they use that here in Colombia for extreme anxiety, to calm down people that are extremely dangerously anxious. Another one of the brothers came on and said that that's the same drug that they prescribed to him. Yep, girls. She was that type of freak. Yep. Iman, she was trying to get her freak on. It's just a fantasy. Image in a magazine. So like I said, you guys might want to look that up. She's trying to live her scoring hub. She's trying to live her scoring hub life. She had the brother Jay there, the YouTuber. So they, Jay wasn't gonna sit there and watch. So Jay gonna be in it. Mr. YouTuber getting his freak on. She getting her freak on. And then they got 3 chicks, one of them Afro-Colombian. They think they about to destroy these 3 chicks. They think these chicks about to go home sore. Lo and behold, them chicks drugged both of them and left both of them in the bed naked. I said it again. Left the YouTuber. Left the YouTuber and the chick, Barbara, in the bed. They have stripped their clothes off and left them knocked out. You got to be careful, guys. Yep. They had took their clothes off and made it seem like that those two had done something together. And that's why, so if somebody walked in the room, they would assume that these 2 people were knocked out because they had sex with each other and just put each other to sleep. I'll say that again. They took their clothes off just to make it seem like, and they had they said, and she said that they had either peed on the floor, put something on the floor to make it seem like just a wild sexual exploit between these 2 who never even had sex with each other. But if a security guard came in, they would just see 2 people sleeping. Y'all think these women aren't trained right? Let's go.
That we had found her, and this is a continuation of her story after the events leading up to the finding of the predator.
A couple months ago, in July, I was drugged and robbed in Cali, Colombia. And I didn't expect to say that today or ever in my life until the day actually occurred. Since then, I got to New York. At first, I was like lost. I wasn't trying to figure out if to get my certificate, my licensing back in optician. or to work with my mom in the bakery. My mom is struggling through a lot of medical issues right now, and the only person who supports her at home is me. So it's kind of like a lot of pressure. My daily, well, not daily, weekly, maybe once a month sometimes, depending on how busy we are. I got back and I was fighting with my mom. She didn't want me in the business. She didn't want me a part of our life. She just kind of wanted me to pick myself up because I had chosen not to go back with her when she said, come back with me.
So mom was mad. So mom was upset. Mom said, so you decide to stay in Cali. I told you to come back with me. You talk about, I'm going to stay here with my daddy. Notice, she ain't said nothing about her daddy. The whole stories. We've been watching all 3 episodes from OBI LAAND. Shout out to those brothers. She ain't talked about seeing her daddy. She ain't talked about her daddy coming to see her. But she told us in the beginning, when this first popped off, she said she stayed over because she wanted to spend some time with her daddy and she wanted to move to Cali, Colombia. Was it really because of dad? Mom know you. Mom was the one that raised you while you was in New York. Mom know when you up to something. My mama knew me. Your mama know you. Or knew you if your mom has passed on, like mine has. You could look at your mama's face and tell her a bare-faced lie, and mom would know, whatever. That's why mom mad. Mom knew what she was up to. Mom knew this was gonna go left. Mom know Cali. Just because she wasn't from Cali, she from New York. Mom telling her, girl, this ain't gonna work out right. You need to get back on this plane with me. And now she wondering why mom like, girl, you might as well go on about your business. You grown? You think, you want to come back to the family business now? You want to come back to the family business now? Oh, now you're grown. Now you need my help. Now you need to get back on your feet because they done emptied up your bank account. Now you got 10, 15,000 gone. Now you want to come back to me. When I told you don't even have a one-way ticket, come on back. What do our parents always say? A hard head make a soft tail.
Started a new journey in learning about taxes. So now I'm a tax preparer, and I'm now running the bakery again for my mom while she's going through her treatments. So it was hard. It took a lot. It was months of, feeling bad for myself and picking myself up.
With the events of Colombia behind her, Brenda embarked on a journey of positivity.
I have a radio show called The Keys, Be Bold, Free, and Vibrant. That is to help people discover how to truly live within their true selves and accept themselves, which is a journey I've been going through.
As part of that journey, Brenda's mom will take her on a sabbatical to help her break loose from Jake. Shortly after,
my mom, like 3 days later, was like, we're leaving. We left to Georgia, and she had me there for a week, and I think in that week it kind of allowed me the space from everything that had occurred and how I was emotionally, bonded to my experience with him in Colombia. It looks very different from when I got back to New York, but I think it has a lot to do with what I went through, in the sense of like my choices occurred this to happen, but I'm a victim to what occurred, but I'm not a victim to myself.
And so OBI LAAND contacted Brenda, advising her to return to Colombia.
Wow.
That's interesting to me. So I'm trying to see.
OBI LAAND had reached out to me using multiple avenues, seeing that, I had left, and I had kind of left behind even the idea of continuing doing this documentary. But when I saw the message, I was at work. I remember at work, and I stood kind of quiet for a second, and then it felt like I could finally close a chapter of a time that I could never forget, but I can become something else from it, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, But I needed it to just first be closed.
Taking an early morning flight from New York to Medellin, this will be her first time in Colombia in almost 9 months. The idea was to reconnect with the OBI LAAND team as well as press forward with legal proceedings against the girl, but due to sensitivities and a slow judicial system, we won't cover the process in this documentary.
I came to Colombia to kind of prove to myself that I could be better. Now that I can think about it, now that I can recall it, now you can kind of put the pieces together. But that day, there was no pieces to put together. There was nothing.
For the first time in almost 8 months, Brenda arrives back in Colombia. After so much time away and walking with purpose, she didn't even notice our guy who had been filming her.
How does it feel to be back?
It feels fucking crazy. But I'm excited, and I'm also relieved that I'm coming back with like a different me after everything that happened the last time I was here. So
Excellent. All right.
woo, let's see what it feels like. I got what I deserved, but I think I also got what I needed, because the person who I am after it and the person who I'm going to become.
Shit, how was your journey?
It was good. It was actually nice. You know, I didn't sleep much. I thought I'd sleep more, but the kind of like the thoughts of how are you feeling? What's happening? You know, what is it gonna be like? Pretty much, it's my first time back since I got drugged and robbed. The last time I went to the States, I went to Miami fairly quickly just to stop them from going into my bank accounts. And I came back, so the shock of what had happened, how I felt, what my actions had caused, I didn't really feel. But this time around, it's like a bittersweet feeling, especially because OBI LAAND was able to, you know, kind of close a chapter for me and find one of the girls that like harmed me, that chose to like particularly want to do harm to me. So it's gracias, but you know, we'll keep going. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias. ¿Me abres, por favor? Gracias. Gracias.
Vamos a la
lado. After the girl got arrested, I did receive some sort of compensation, but it doesn't compare to what I lost.
Brenda, here.
The new way of thought and consciousness, like my goals this year alone is I want to focus on 2 things: discipline and mindfulness. I want to be disciplined because I get to take action on things that are going to take care of my future self. And mindfulness because I get to remember that my actions affect the people around me. This is where queens stay. It feels nice to get here, to be welcomed with such a beautiful, I mean, guys, did you guys see here?
And so that day Brenda gets some rest, because the next day will require thoughts regarding legal proceedings against the girl who drugged and robbed her, as well as a studio appearance with the OBI LAAND team for an interview that you can watch on this channel.
When I was thinking about myself, pleasure, fantasy, enjoying life, giving pleasure to someone else who I thought that I had loved, that I was in love with, that I could see a life with, like 100%, I got what I deserved. But, you know, I got what I needed, so I'm okay.
That was my fault, gentlemen. That was my fault. 1%. My bad. My bad. I know some of you guys are wondering, like, what happened? Yeah, that was me doing too much. You know, sometimes you're just doing too much. That was me doing too much. Let me get the video back up for us, gentlemen. Thank you very much with your patience. And let's get back on track. Let me bring the video right back.
Being me a month ago. Stole everything. Money.
I can become something else from it, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, you know. But I needed it to just first be closed.
Taking an early morning flight from New York to Medellin, this will be her first time in Colombia in almost 9 months. The idea was to reconnect with the OBI LAAND team as well as press forward with legal proceedings against the girl, but due to sensitivities and a slow judicial system, we won't cover the process in this documentary.
Now, before they go any further, did you guys notice something that I'm thinking I noticed? I want to hear what you guys have to say. Shout out to my man, to all you guys in here, Volek, Chad, Tyrone, the International Quiet Storm, Top Gun, all you other guys that have showed up. And then you got your girl Andrea showing up as well. Appreciate you guys being here. Okay, there we go, Mrs. Spence.
Oh, the video that I watched today.
Yes, ma'am. Let's turn that right there for you. Yeah. All right, turn your mic up for you.
Hello. Okay, perfect.
Okay, there we go. We got Mrs. Spence here. What'd you say?
You have been eating a crackers a lot.
I don't know what you're talking about. Shout out to Mrs. Spence being here.
Okay, now, hello everyone. Welcome back to Law Crossing Borders.
Okay, now we got everything in track. But did you guys notice? And Andrea watched the video earlier. Mm-hmm. I think that she either met Jay online or while she was down there with her family. So she had fallen. So she was sleeping with Jay. She was in love with Jay because she said, I thought I met somebody that I could be with for the rest of my life. Did you guys notice that? And then she was going to have a fantasy or a threesome with Jay and the girls. So that's how it all went down. It was her and Jay smashing each other at Alto Living. And then after that, what ended up happening is they brought in the girls. And because of that, everything that we know.
That's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was wondering why she kept saying I was trying to get over Jay.
Sleeping with Jay.
Sleeping with Jay. Right. Sleeping with Jay. Jay. Sleeping with Jay.
Yeah.
And so you're wondering, like, wait a minute. And then the mom said she would take her out of the city to help her get over Jay. So they took her to Georgia. Mm-hmm. And so, okay. Yeah, she was going to do some some orgy. Yep, that's what she was looking at.
Yeah, but that was really expensive orgy.
Yeah, that really was expensive.
Let me move this chair a little bit more.
Okay, get yourself comfortable.
I see.
Ben?
There we go.
All right, sexy. Okay. Boo. Okay, so let's get back to the video. We're at the part when she's just going to the airport, heading back to Colombia.
I came to Colombia to kind of prove to myself that I could be better. Now that I can think about it, now that I can recall it, now you can kind of put the pieces together. But that day, there was no pieces to put together. There was nothing.
For the first time in almost 8 months, Brenda arrives back in Colombia. After so much time away and walking with purpose, she didn't even notice our guy who had been filming her.
How does it feel to be back?
It feels fucking crazy. Yeah. But I'm excited, and I'm also relieved that I'm coming back with like a different me after everything that happened the last time I was here. So
excellent. All right.
Woo! Let's see what it feels like.
I got what I deserved, but I think I also got what I needed, because the person who I am after it and the person who I'm going to become.
Shit, how was your journey?
It was good. It was actually nice. I didn't sleep much. I thought I'd sleep more, but the kind of like the thoughts of how are you feeling? What's happening? What is it gonna be like?
Pretty much, it's my first time back since I got drugged and robbed. The last time I went to the States, I went to Miami fairly quickly just to stop them from going into my bank accounts. And I came back, so the shock of what had happened, how I felt, what my actions had caused, I didn't really feel. But this time around, it's like a bittersweet feeling, especially because OBI LAAND was able to, you know, kind of close a chapter for me and find one of the girls that like harmed me, that chose to like particularly want to do harm to me. So it's gracias, but you know, we'll keep going. Hola, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, gracias. ¿Me abres, por favor? Gracias. Gracias.
Vamos a la
After the girl got arrested, I did receive some sort of compensation, but it doesn't compare to what I lost.
Brenda, here.
The new way of thought and consciousness, my
4,000, I think.
So she got about, let's see what she got back.
Compensation, but
no.
So
no.
it looks like she got about.
It doesn't.
No, wait a second. Keep going.
Compared to
Again? No.
what I.
There we go. 4,000. I told you.
Okay, so she got 4 million. You mean 4 million?
4 million.
4 million.
Okay.
So she got about
1,000.
1,000. Yeah. So she got $1,000 back out of the 10,000 that she lost, not including her computers, not including her phones, not including all the other things.
But yeah, but like I was talking to Andre, you know, just like she lost material things, you know, is when he told me the whole story, my worry about, like, I would be freaked out if I wake up all naked, and the first thing that you do, because that's always in Colombia, teach us, if a woman wake up like naked, but you don't remember what happened, you need to go to Medicina Legal, that is here at the department, to check it out, your body, if you have any type of sign of abuse.
Yeah, of somebody raped you, or any type of disease that you might have now.
Any type of how can I say the word? Violation?
Yeah, violation.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So I would like I would be like that type of
worry
about, like, if something happens to me, let me check it out my body, let me go to Medicina Legal and got check everything inside and out, obviously, because that's my shocking part when he was when Andrew told me this story. But absolutely, it's almost, you know how many people, and she's a woman, of course, but how many people got traumatized to be robbed and drugged in Colombia, and they never come back to Colombia because they got that experience. And I think she's really brave to come back to Colombia after what she experienced, because seriously, I think I hear you when I was eating, and Andrea was telling about the drugs or the drops that they use for drug guys.
Mm-hmm.
And in my life, I never thought that these girls, they're using psychiatrist medication to put you sleep. And that psychiatrist medication is when you have epilepsy attacks, is for that, or you have a really clinic anxiety, you know, and you can't have any control that, or panic attacks issues. So it's very strong medication that the psychiatrists know exactly how much you can take per day. Not just, but these girls using, you know, like drops,
right,
like, you know, like tea or something.
Yeah,
you know?
so because Andre was telling me that drug that we were just watching on the video, that's a prescription drug.
Yeah, it's a prescription drug. And for example, I know that you can't buy in a drugstore. Like, you can't go to a drugstore and, hey, give me some depression pills, or no, you need an order or a prescription for a psychiatrist, and they're gonna give you medication. But these girls, one of the videos I saw, that one of the girls that they caught here, she was using the same type of medication to drug people, and she said that she found it, or she bought it in Centro Cali, which is, I don't believe it,
No.
But yeah, they using that medication. I was like shocked in that moment.
Yeah, Black Nubian lost $10,000 plus other expenses. Let's get back to the video. Good points, babe. So we got a chance to see that she got $1,000 back. And that was basically it. After all that headache, trying to fulfill a fantasy, not thinking about her daughter, not listening to her mother who told her, come back to Colombia. Come back to the States with me. She was too busy trying to be up under Jay, the YouTuber, who ended up getting drugged because Jay, the YouTuber, who's not from Cali. Let's say this again before we go back to the video. Let's look at the whole scenario. We got a YouTuber named Jay, per se, right? He meets the girl when she comes down from the States with her mom. They get to know each other, get close, and become intimate to where the point that she thought she had a future with Jay. Instead of getting back on the plane with her mother, she decided to stay in Cali. But in the beginning of the video, she said she stayed because she wanted to get to know her dad. But it was really all about her affection that she had for the YouTuber Jay. Jay's not from Cali. I'm going to say this twice. Jay's not from Cali. So what does Jay do? Even though he's down here making videos, but he doesn't know Cali, he introduces her to some Zone 1 chicks from Medellin.
From Medellin, from Robledo.
He doesn't even know the difference. He doesn't know an accent. Think about it. He can't tell the difference between Spanish in Cali and Spanish in Cartagena and Spanish in Medellin to be able to say, you're not from Cali. Yes, I am. Girl, you got a Medellin accent. You got a Paisa accent. You are not from Cali. He doesn't even know the difference. So now he's talking his new girl, Brenda. Girl, let's do this threesome with these girls. And then all havoc breaks loose. Go ahead, babe.
No, responding to Beloc, here in Colombia, there is some medication that you can't afford in the drugstore. You need to have a prescription for have those type of medication.
Absolutely correct. He said, do you guys think that the doctors that write the prescriptions are in on it?
No.
Yeah, we don't know.
I don't know. I won't respond that because I don't know. But yeah, I mean, this fantasy was really expensive for her, emotionally and financially. Yes, absolutely.
Let's continue on. Yeah.
I like how big his
loss.
Brenda. Here.
The new way of thought and consciousness. Like my goals this year alone is I want to focus on two things: discipline and mindfulness. I want to be disciplined because I get to take action on things that are going to take care of my future self. And mindfulness because I get to remember that my actions affect the people around me. This is where queens stay. It feels nice to get here, to be welcomed with such a beautiful, I mean, guys, did you guys see here?
And so that day, Brenda gets some rest because the next day will require thoughts regarding legal proceedings against the girl who drugged and robbed her, as well as a studio appearance with the OBI LAAND team for an interview that you can watch on this channel.
When I was thinking about myself, pleasure, fantasy, enjoying life, giving pleasure to someone else who I thought that I had loved, that I was in love with, that I could see a life with, like 100%, I got what I deserved. But, you know, I got what I needed, so I'm okay.
And she probably wasn't expecting that little money back that you did get.
Brenda reflects on her relationship with Jake.
I appreciate who he was in my life, what he brought to my life, because yeah, it was maybe chaos, but I allowed it to be chaos because I chose.
See what I'm saying? Once again, she was strung out on Jake. She was strung out on like guys come down here and get strung out on the women. The women could come down and get strung out on guys.
That's what I wanted. And so he just gave me what I was asking for. How do I feel about these girls? You know, they're 3 young girls. Like they're younger than I am. And do I have any malice or hate, or do I wish anything bad upon them? No, I really don't. I wish them the best. I hope they choose better. They can be better. Forgiveness starts with me in order for them to be able to make better life choices. If I can forgive them, then they can forgive themselves.
But it appears Brenda is still having a hard time forgiving herself. She believes she's disappointed her mother, who is undergoing treatment for a severe life-threatening disease.
I let myself down, but above all, I let the person who I wish to respect the most in my life, and it's my mom, because she's given me everything. And I just want to show her that I'm enough, that she could someday pass away knowing that her daughter will be okay, that her grandchildren, and that her legacy won't be dismissed or unvalued or undervalued because of my decisions, because of my selfishness, because of my self-centeredness. So discipline and mindfulness is my new motto.
You can watch the full interview on this channel.
You could, but I'm surprised he doesn't have security here. Well, it's very down low. You can't tell what it is, and it's got a big metal door.
After an emotional studio session and a long day, the OBI LAAND video production team must now wrap things up. It's been a couple of days, and Brenda must now start thinking about returning to New York. She reflects on her visit to Medellin.
I just, right now, this view, this moment, this weather, this feeling, you know, it's bittersweet. Like, I'm excited to go home. I'm excited to see my family, my mom, my dad. My dad I don't see, but everyone I get to see. But it's like, this is a breathtaking, amazing experience. And yes, like I came back to talk about something that hurt me, but you know.
Isn't it funny how this is such a beautiful city?
But it's so beautiful.
It's got its dangers.
It does. You know, but I think one of my tattoos says there's no good without evil. And the thing is, you can never appreciate something truly good or like what you create in your life until you see the evil in this world.
And that evil reared its head in unseen footage, which can only be viewed on this channel on Brenda's first night back in Colombia. She had linked up with Boogie, a survivor of a kidnapping attempt in Medellin, for a night out in Provenza in an incredible
I remember him. We did a video of him. This is the white dude right here, guys, that they tried to kidnap. He met a female. He said, let's go back to her place, and it was an abandoned house, and it was empty, and it was guys that were waiting upstairs for him. Mm-hmm. That's what happened with this story. So we do remember that what happened with that white dude. This was last year. He had to fight them off. I think at one point in time he got stabbed or something, but it was two dudes that were waiting upstairs when he walked into the house with the girl. He thought he was going to the girl's house. Come to find out, it was a house setting him up to kidnap him. So I recognized that guy.
Story Boogie was shot 6 times by his kidnappers. You can find his full story on this channel.
The keys? And it's about
And all of a sudden, things start getting dark as they walk through Provenza.
A free mentality.
An American man is holding onto a woman as he shouts "Scopolimi." She tries to flee the scene because she is wanted by her many victims.
She scopopied me a month ago. Stole everything. Your money?
No,
it's yours, right?
No.
Ella scopopied me un mes. Sí. Ella. Bravo. Who can translate? I met her.
I never want to be in a situation where I got to ask people to translate. I've been here long enough and my Spanish is trash enough, but it's good enough to where I I will not put myself in a dangerous situation. And B, you will not hear me yelling out, who can translate? We got to start picking up at least a little bit of Espanol, gentlemen.
Continue with that gem.
Say that again?
With that gem information, because I saw that.
Yeah.
Bumble.
Yo la encontré en una aplicación de
Bumble.
Bumble.
And then I took her back to my apartment,
llevé a mi apartamento.
and she scopapied me in a drink. She stole my computer.
If you like to find out more on this story and to see what happened,
that video is gonna be when I was watching this afternoon. It's gonna say the stream is gonna be today. So I think it's already on YouTube.
Okay, I'll check on it in a second.
keep watching this channel.
I was in search of love. You know, I thought, well, I'll go to Colombia, I'll meet the girl of my dreams. And
I know. A meaning of silence.
So it's that easy, huh?
That's what I was talking about to Dre this afternoon. Like, guys, and this is confirmed to me what I always say, like, you guys, your mindset, your culture, the way that you guys have been raised, you think that you come into Colombia, met a girl from any type of dating app, she's gonna be the perfect woman of the world for you. Everything's gonna work well. Nice, beautiful young lady with no problems, with no background, with nothing, in magical. You're gonna get married, and the world's not works like that. And seriously, these do confirming all, just reconfirming everything. For real, you guys. I mean, it's not easy. It's not like that. And I always say, take your time. Date with all the girls that you want. They black, white, short, tall, doesn't matter. But start building experience, and you becoming more selective with Colombian girl or any type of Latina girls, you know, because it's so different. Latina is so different between a Latina and an American woman. So seriously, it's just like, it's gonna be like easy. My God.
It's just that
Your fashion expressions are hilarious. Yeah, for real.
I'll do a consultation with you guys, and you guys talk, and I hear it in your voice. Can I tell you guys something? Half the time when you guys tell me that you have met the one, and I know you've only been here on maybe 1 or 2 trips, you have not met the one. You're just being impatient.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll let you know. Sometimes I won't say anything because I don't want to bust your little bubble. It depends on how deep you're off into it. What do I always mention? You are not going to just add water and find the love of your life in any country. It's not that easy for most of us on the planet, men and women. But somehow, some way, you guys think that you come to Colombia, that you can easily do what Andre, you know how much work Andre and I put in the first 2 to 3 years just on this relationship. We ain't talk about getting an apartment. We ain't talk about nothing. Just on the let me get to know this stranger side. Me and Andrea put in work. We're almost before we go back to the video, it's almost a little offensive for y'all to assume that Andrea and I just added water. And we just automatically just bumped into each other one day and the sparks just flew. We put in work. This woman did not trust me when I met her. I didn't trust her I didn't trust her when I met her. She didn't trust me when I met her, and I didn't trust her in the sense of I'm coming from a different country. She's in a different country. I don't know what type of woman she is. She don't know what type of man I am. We had to take time out while y'all sitting up here taking chicks to the best restaurants and everything. We wasn't doing no best restaurants. We going to nice restaurants. Andrea and I were spending time at the zoo, at the museums. I'll never see y'all talk about going to no museums. I ain't never seen y'all talk about going to no zoos.
Absolutely. They never have
no jazz clubs. Y'all never, nothing. Y'all go eat and freak. Freak, drink, eat. Eat, drink, freak. And that's supposed to be your one. And then you look at Andre and I like, I want what you guys have, but you don't want to put in the work.
Exactly.
We're not coming at you. We're letting you know how us and other, like T-Mac, then just all of a sudden, the first day he saw his girl, and it was the first person he met getting off the plane in Colombia. Jay Clyde, his girl wasn't the first one that he met and fell in love. Jay Fleming, the first woman he met, he fell in love. No. It takes work just like it does in the States. Andrea had to vet her man to see if he is her man. I had to vet Andrea to see if she would be my woman. That's how it works. We had to make sure each one of us didn't have any diseases. We didn't have to make sure there wasn't no
Absolutely.
no domestic violence. And we literally made sure that there were no diseases. Literally made sure that there was no domestic violence and no craziness, whether she was crazy or I was crazy as far as domestic violence. We had to make sure that we took care of all this. It took us a couple of years to sit back and kind of like, okay, let's see where this goes. You guys really think you're going to get off your first flight in the first, second, or third Colombiana you meet, or the first woman in Brazil that you meet is the one, or the first one in Thailand? It doesn't work. Life never works that works that way. Nothing in life is that easy. You know, and I know in the States, if it comes that easy, it's a scam. So all you do right now is looking through your phone and thinking, well, I don't care what Andrea and Andrea say. I got the one, and I met her on my first trip. Okay.
I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay.
Let's go back to the video.
She seemed really nice. She was dressed really nice. She started giving me a back massage, and that was it. I woke up probably 15 hours later.
And so it's unfortunate that some people have to be damned for others to be blessed.
Within this video we're watching, we had 3 within a 5-minute span. We came across this, how common it is for people to get drugged in Medellin now.
Mm-hmm.
Within 5 minutes of this video, in a 5-minute window, we saw 3 people that got drugged or scammed or almost kidnapped. The tall white boy took bullets. Ta, 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 ta. She got drugged. Then the other dude who's speaking got drugged. All these people, it is so common in Medellin that it's nothing to bump into people that have been drugged if you're a foreigner. Y'all need to watch what y'all doing if y'all going to certain locations. We all do.
But just to have a glimpse of this, honestly.
Yep.
It's beautiful. Oh, man.
As she looking over that scenery right now, about 10 of us are getting scoped right now. Just think about it. As she's looking over that scenery right now, about 10 of us who are letting down our guard, who are not listening to what others have to say. We think we know everything. Right while she's looking at that scenery right there, about 10 of us are being drugged right now. He say, Dre, you and Mr. Pro for You. Shout out to my man in DR. Make sure you guys subscribe to their channel. Love, Purpose, and Passports. Really great couple. He said, you and Mr. Pro for You and DR are my inspiration. When he showed me that his throwback photo on the day about how long it took to work on marrying his wife, I knew it was official. For you guys that don't know, my man, Mr. Pro for You and his wife, they're in Dominican Republic. Great couple in Santo Domingo. They remind me of Andre and I. They've been on our show before. And they took 7 years before he actually moved to DR. Some of you dudes ain't about to put in no work.
No, they don't want to wait.
No.
They don't want to wait. That's because It's on your mindset. That's the big mistake. It's on your mindset. You want everything fast, quick. And we found out, and Andre explained me tons of time when I work with you guys with the visas. It's just like easy and simple and fast. And when it comes to dating, it's not like that. And this, I don't want to say the word on here right now on the live stream, but I made my comment on that video that we just watched. Because I say, as a Colombian woman, I just agree to get all those chicks that they use this to drug people. They don't want to find a legal job. They don't want to work in a decent way. They just want to do BS out there and start to have a criminal record. And when I just watched the other video about the 3 girls from Medellin, I just when I saw the photo, the little part of the video, I said, this chick looks like from the hood. Like, to me, like it's straight from the hood. This chick, they don't even 25-year-old. They're like maybe 19, 20 years old. They're really young people.
No, did you see the part when they were eating the
Exactly,
McDonald's like
that's
little kids, like little girls?
Exactly, like they were hungry. Like, I never have this McDonald's. I cannot.
That's exactly
But
how
you
they were
can
doing.
tell. I mean, seriously, you guys, you come in here and you see these girls on sneakers and shorts, and she's sexy and she's cute and blah blah blah. See that, for me, that's this chick. They're not even 20-year-old, and they set up family or boyfriend or the cousin or the brother and everything set up to rob you for real, and you pretend that we hanging out. Let's hanging out with Andre and Andre. That's not gonna happen. I don't hanging out with broke people. I don't hanging out with people from the hood. I'm sorry, but it is what we're gonna talk about. Like, what we're gonna talk about, like, for real.
And some of you guys do that. You think that well, I'll have Andrea vet her for me because
No.
Andrea is a Colombiana. They're a Colombiana. So let Andrea meet her to vet her. I like what Andrea just said. What are they going to talk about? What can a poor chick from the hood talk to Andrea about? I'm serious. What can your broke chick from the hood? She can't talk about book. Andrea's a reader. Andrea's got her bachelor's. Andrea's got political connections and educational connections, as well as connections with friends in the high in the entertainment industry.
Mm-hmm.
What can your broke chick talk to Andrea about?
For real. Yeah, for real. I'm not 20 anymore.
That's another thing.
I'm not 20. I'm not 18 anymore.
Shout out to Terrell in the building. Terrell says this.
Okay.
I'm coming back to that in a second.
Yeah, I got it.
I'm gonna come back to you in the second Top Gun with your super chat as well. He said, "Good evening, chat. Good evening, big bro, sis." He said, "Preach. We need to be better and stop getting in these situations." He said, "These stories should be a wake-up call to be more cautious." Absolutely, gentlemen. And my man Top Gun says this. He said, "It's ironic that I saw the guy OBI LAAND, one of his first scope stories at Alto Living, and this one was at Alto Living. We're going to take a look at Alto Living because it was in there." He said, "Last July," and I remember, like I mentioned to you guys before, one of the first people that discovered Alto Living, when nobody going to Alto Living before Top Gun. He was the first person that was going there when nobody discovered Alto Living. You guys were getting Airbnbs and hotels on the other side of the city. So I remember always dropping him off, and it wasn't any white, any black, or male, female Americans going to Alto Living before Top Gun. So if anybody knows the evolution of how people are acting in Alto Living now, it's Top Gun.
It's just like I don't know if you saw or maybe show here on the live stream one day, a Nigerian or African, let's say African dude, that he got drugged in the same Airbnb that you stayed when we were met.
No.
Yeah, I mean, because I recognize you, I got memory that he met her, a young chick. Same with shorts. I know she was using like a jumpsuit or something, and with her backpack or something like that, or a little bag. And they went over there. They have drinks and everything. And he say, because he was in OBI LAAND too, and he say it was something weird that every song that I played, she told me change the song. So every time that I changed the song, I was changing my password.
She
so
was looking
she
at his
saw
password.
the password on his iPhone, and then from nowhere he just fell asleep, and she stole everything. And then he find out that she used remotely, and she went to home center in South in Ciudad Jardín and spent $63,000 on things. And then they caught her because they caught her, right? The police and everything, because another American dude that like trying to get her on Tinder and everything, and she was using the same drug, clonazepam, because they checked her back and everything. And what?
Top Gun say he saw that African dude in Alto Living.
Yeah, but he stayed in the Airbnb, because I saw the
he
video.
stayed in our Airbnb.
Yeah, in El Peñón.
Oh, wow.
Because she took a taxi, and we got a photo over there. So I recognized everything. So she took I think it was an Uber in driver, and she left with his old stuff. And he just followed everything, his bank app, and they discovered that she spent $63,000 in home center on things, TVs, stuff like that. And then they found out that her and her brother, they have a little group, and he got a new Mercedes, and he got a really high lifestyle, because his sister, it was the one who got all these phoners and drugged them. So
the family living good.
Exactly.
Because of the sister. And for you guys that don't know what home center is is Colombia's version of Lowe's or Home Depot. So just in case, just put Lowe's or Home Depot in your mind. That's what home center is. It's one of those type of IKEA. Type of spots.
Yeah, it's like that. So, and when I saw the chick, and she just when I saw the video, I said, this chick looks like from the hood. Like, I don't know why you guys, because the girl is young and she looking cute. And a lot of comment sections, a lot of women say, when this is happening, that I love to read in the comment section, you don't see a doctor doing that. You don't see a lawyer doing that. You don't see a dentist doing that. You don't see a vet doing that. You always these Americans coming here and dealing with these broke chicks.
Now notice these are comments from Colombians.
Colombian
These
girls.
are Colombian girls saying this about you guys when you get drugged. I'm gonna say this again. Andrea's telling you about the comment section, what Colombian women are saying about you when you come to Colombia
and got drugged.
You never mess with the women. The women are saying you never mess with the professional women. You never mess with the good women. You never are patient with the women. You always rush to the party girls. You always rush to the zone 1 girls, the Strata 1, Strata 2 girls. We're going to be looking at the Stratas in a second.
Yeah.
This is what Colombian women are saying about you. So it's this not just Andrea. She's telling you, I'm sorry, babe. She's telling you what they say in the comment section. And she tells me this all the time. This is the first time she's telling you guys this. Yeah. But she tells me this for years, what Colombian women say about you. They think that you're stupid for getting drugged by these women when you don't take time to talk to all the quality women that are out here.
Exactly. So that's the part, like I love that comment, because they say they never deal with professional girl. Professional girl, we don't have time to do that BS. We have a reputation to take care of. We have a career to take care of, not to do this BS. And Marcos say young chicks from all over the world. Okay, I'm gonna make a point of this. Yeah, young chicks all over the world is all the same, no matter what country. If you don't deal with, and I feel like a mom.
Go ahead, mom.
If you don't deal with bro chicks, young and bro chicks in the States, why you deal with bro chicks here in Colombia. That's the part that I don't get it. If you tell me, I'm not saying that especially you, Marco, just saying in general, that if you tell me this around the world, why you mess up with young broke chicks here? You don't do that in your country. Seriously. And you coming and doing here, like I don't see this the common sense here. I mean, for real.
Shout out to you guys supporting the channel by way of PayPal, Cash App.
Homie. They think the young hood girls will be easier. The professional women come with expectation. Maybe you guys, and you correct me if I'm wrong. You guys here in the comment section. I have the idea right now that you guys don't mess with professional women because you think that Colombia professional ones are they got the same attitudes like the States. Am I wrong? Am I wrong? Guys, for real, it's just few of you guys that I know. Audrey telling me that his girl got a business, his girl is profession, his girl got a career. It's just few, not all. It's just few.
Shout out to my boy Mad Max in the building from Indiana. He said, and you know who this is, Gary.
Oh, okay.
Gary says this, and we've had lunch with Gary, and I've hung out with Gary. This is my dude.
Yeah, he's
Gary,
a really nice
nobody
guy.
knows Colombia. Gary got adventures. He got stories. You just sit back and just listen to Gary. Yes, he does. Gary got them photos from back in the day where you see this quiet old dude looking like the old dude from the movie Up, right? That's Gary right now. This cool laid back dude. But then you see his photos when he came to Colombia. You thought this dude was player number one back in the day, right? And so Gary says this. He said, I met my wife to be in March 1981 in Cali, Colombia. This is before all of us. 1981. After dating for 4 years, we were finally ready to tie the knot. We put in the time and didn't rush into it. And those are the same rules that apply today. Gary's wife is beautiful, wonderful, highly educated.
His grandkids are so cute.
I know, right? And they have a great life together based off of him and her being patient.
Mm-hmm.
You can have what you want, guys. We're not saying that you can't have it. We're not saying that we're lucky or special. We're saying that the number one tool that you need to have, no matter what country you're in, just like my man, Mr. Pro for You in DR and his wife, patience. You guys are losing out because you're too busy rushing into it. Corey said exactly. We're going to continue on with the movie, but Corey says exactly. And Global says this. He says,
they do mess with the bro chicks. They also lost after then on IG.
On IG, the IG chicks. That's a good point. Volek says this. He said, give me a professional woman all dang day. Yep.
Absolutely. And that's better that when you guys meet or hanging out with professional women, because we can talk about it. Even in Espanol doesn't matter. We have something to talk about it.
Yep. Say also in the words of Mrs. Spence, y'all need to take your time.
Yeah, absolutely.
Take your time.
Yeah.
My man Black Sherman's in the building. Shout out to you, brother, for being here. He says, I think another thing why guys don't want to mess with older women, 30 plus, is because they have kids and baggage. See, a lot of times we think that the kids in the baggage routine is because of the kids and baggage, what we saw in the States. I want to have my own family. That's why I didn't deal with anybody with kids. But I can say this. Everybody with kids in South America is not baggage like in North America. I think that's the biggest mistake that we keep making. We keep judging South American women by the lens of North American women. Now, you've heard me say this before. No matter, and Andrea said this, no matter where you go, a sister is a sister is a sister.
Yeah, the attitude.
But yet, there are still cultural differences between North American sisters.
Absolutely.
There's still cultural differences.
Absolutely.
But a lot of guys come down here and they make the mistake of zooming in on the young girl under 30 because I can manipulate her. She ain't got no. Let's be real. Y'all want to be honest?
Or you want to be a dummy with purpose?
Yep. What it is, they want it because she's convenient. She ain't got no job. I'm only here for 5 days. She can be up under me all day long. I can fly her out to Medellin if I want to. I can fly her out to Cartagena or San Andreas because she don't have no job. She ain't got nothing going on in her life. So every time I come down here, I can pick her up.
Available.
She's available.
But the thing is that you know how much risk you put in that position, like for real. Like this girl, she wanted a fantasy. She never thought in her life that she's gonna be robbed and drugged, like for real. And the worst part is that she could even be deleted.
Yeah, she could have been deleted easily.
Like one of the cases here, even Cinderella in Brazil, I saw that one. She just drugged a millionaire in Brazil, and
we're gonna look at that one in a minute.
His friend wake up, and he didn't because he got overdosed. So that's the part, you guys. Here, I mean, if let's say that you don't want someone that she's plus 30, absolutely. I mean, it's your thing, it's your taste, is your preference, whatever. But you can also meet professional women at the age of 25, age 22, where you ended your career. Like, yeah, example like me. I met you when I was 23 years old, and I just got my college degree 1 year ago before I met Andre. So it's just like it's just take your time, patient. Like the Bible say, patient is a big value. But if you don't have patience in life, like Colombia said, rushing is get you tired. In Colombia say that.
James says this: brethren, count it all joy. James chapter 1 in the Bible says, brothers, count it all joy, count it a good thing that you are going through a challenge. The Bible says diverse temptations, but a challenge. But in that challenge, let patience have its perfect work, James chapter 1, so that you may be mature and in need of nothing. What does the Bible say? That your patience will give you the maturity in that situation, and you will be whatever you want to get, you would have got it, and you will be in need of nothing. James chapter 1, verses 1 through 12. Well, actually, verses 1 through 5 says that in the Bible. Let patience have its perfect work.
Yeah, patient, it means like know how to wait.
Knowing how to wait.
Exactly.
Shout out from KC. Happy Easter to you too, brother. Happy Easter to you too.
Happy Easter to you too.
Yes, sir. I think I got the video of that I took yesterday in church service too. Show the guys.
Church. Yeah, well, we went to church service yesterday, and I think today we need to sleep with the other fan because it's hot.
Yeah, we will.
It's been
definitely.
super hot.
It's been hot here in Cali, man, like hot.
Wait a second, we got here Marco. Marco say, my woman is 35-year-old and with a son, and I have a daughter, so we both have young kids. Okay, I'm agree with when he's single parent and single mother. Good. Together, that's one of our bonds.
That's what's up. Okay, let's get ready to go back to the
That's a long time. Don't even show those photos, please, on live stream.
That's back in the day.
Yeah, I know.
Those are back in the day photos. Let's go back to the video, gentlemen. Then I'll come back to the comments.
See, I can't get him because he's an agent.
It's Jason.
And so Brenda says her final goodbyes to the OBI LAAND team.
You're an agent that's out there.
Coming. I'm ready.
Bittersweet. I gained consciousness to what real life I want to live. Like, did I want to continue to put myself in the position to be drugged and robbed? And is that the life I wanted to create, to be known as? Or did I want to take it and say, it happened, but I get to be better. I see a future for my life, for my business. I want to leave a legacy, and I lost a lot in the moment, and I lost a lot monetarily wise, but at the end of the day, I have my life.
Thank you, OBI LAAND Productions, for making my first trip back to Colombia after being drugged and robbed a good experience, and able to share my story and have other people potentially learn from it as well as be entertained by it. Bye, guys.
Not all our videos are monetized, and some have even been removed for being too real. And so if you like what we're doing, you can make a donation via Super Chat, PayPal, or buy me a coffee. If you've been affected by anything in this documentary, you can also book a consultation with us to get some advice.
Make sure that you guys either buy them a coffee or make sure you guys support them by way of PayPal, man. These guys are doing a great job.
They do. They absolutely do. I kid you not, that's amazing. And I hope that his channel got more and more and more views, because this is really important that everybody knows that this is serious. This is not a joke. And this is when I was living in Medellin, and I know there's a lot of cases in Medellin and everything, but now in these days it's like going to work in an office. It's a whole business out there. It's a whole setup out there.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. I like how you put that. It's like a whole corporation now.
Corporation, that's it.
There's a whole corporation of people out there that's ready to drug you guys. And
why I say this, because then people blame or culture, the people blame or people, you know, all women, and it's super unfair because you made the dumbest choice and met people and meet girls or take girls in the bars and everything to Airbnb.
All right, guys. We're going to continue on, and we're going to also watch that one from Brazil that Andre was talking about. So we're going to watch that one from Brazil. But remember, we said we're going to be looking at Stratas.
What?
Strata zones. We're going to be looking at the video that Estrato.
Okay.
All right. This video right here, a guy put together to show you all 6 locations. This is how most cities in Colombia are set up. Remember, Andre and I always mention to you guys about being with zone 1, zone 2 women. And you bring them to zone 5 and zone 6. And bring them to these restaurants, and you guys don't need it. So we're going to show you in our city. It's the same way in Medellin, same way in Cartagena and Bogota. So we're going to show you our city so you can see the difference. You're going to actually see the evolution between zone 1 and zone 5 and 6. So we're going to talk through it. I cut the volume off. So this guy wants now. So right now,
Desepas, absolutely. Desepas
that's the hood.
Good.
That's the hood, like we were telling you about. Like this is a decent one because it got a street. A lot of them don't have any street on it. So this is the hood. So you guys get a chance to see what zone 1 looks like. This is the women that y'all be loving, come from this area. The women that y'all be getting in Cartagena, that's the clock tower. This is where they live. I want you to let that sink in. This is where they live. This is where your woman lives. That's why you ain't never been to her house. That's where she lives.
And that's decent.
And that is
decent. Because when my auntie used to live, I got video on TikTok.
I got some videos.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, because this is decent, like for real. This is nice in some way. But there's other line, seriously, looks like
this is not even the worst of zone 1.
You got business, bakery.
Now we're coming to zone 2.
República Israel, Mariano Ramos. Yeah, with my grandma used to live next to it.
So now you get a chance to see that it's a little better, but it's still zone 2. It's still hood.
Ciudad Córdoba, that's my grandma's barrio. Yeah, that's
so
the
now you
street.
See the difference.
So Estrato 3.
Now you go into zone Stratas.
Estrato 3 is medium class.
Right, middle, just regular
medium
everyday
class.
people, medium class. Not middle class, but medium.
It's still dangerous, but it's okay.
Right.
I grew up in that barrio.
Now, so it's the exact same. He say He said those are better looking than the ones in Medellin.
No, but there's some words here, and I hope Andy can show you.
Yeah, I got some.
Ciudad Córdoba. Yeah, there's a store. This is still Ciudad Córdoba.
Yep.
Yeah.
So right here, still in. Now we're in Stratas
2000.
Now you're starting to see how it look a little bit better.
It's next to it. Ciudad 2000, sí.
So now you see now look at zone 4. You see how it's starting to look a little better compared to the females that you was with in zone 1.
Ciudad 2000, sí. Es así. Big houses, they're all white.
Okay, now we're in zone 5. Now, this is where we used to live in this type of neighborhood. Is where we used to live in this type of neighborhood.
El Ingenio, claro. A lot of black people live over there.
Now, say that again, babe.
A lot of black people from Buenaventura, from they got money, they live over there. And in Ingenio, they got a lot of clinics, but I don't recommend that. But there's a lot of clinics to have plastic surgery. Don't do it, but it's very known this barrio for that, because they have a big houses, and especially they're white houses. I don't know why black people here in Colombia they love white houses and white cars.
Yeah.
Don't ask me why.
Yeah. So this is a black area.
Yeah, most of the people are black.
I want that to sink in. Why y'all dealing with broke black women from zone 1? Y'all want, okay, let's go back. Let's go back to zone 1 for you. You hard-headed. You hard-headed. You think you know everything. We're gonna take you back to zone 1.
You think you know everything. Exactly.
You think you know everything. We're gonna take you right back to zone 1. So you like the black women here, right? That's the one you want. You want the black women that live in this. Because that's the ones that y'all dating when y'all in Medellin. Y'all dating the ones that's from here in Cali. Y'all dating the one. Let's go back. Come on, bring that beat back. I want that to sink in.
Y'all guys are so funny.
And I'll tell you why, babe. Because they think that we don't know what we're talking about. They think because you let some chick in your swimming pool that you know more than what we know.
No, you can tell me that you know more than I know.
And so these are neighborhoods that y'all go to.
Ciudad Córdoba, or one of the guys says, see, Córdoba City. That's how we say in Espanol. Let's go to Córdoba City. It's Strata 3.
So let's go back to where we were. Instead of want to be, let's go back. Let's go back. Let's go back to that's okay. Now instead of dealing with black women from here, y'all don't want black women from here. Y'all want the other black women, huh? Y'all want the other black women. And your excuse is she got a baby and she independent. No, that's America. That's America. Stop bringing how you think about women in America to South America. So now we're in number 6.
This is one of the most expensive areas in Cali, with the Ciudad Jardín.
And this reminds us of our neighborhood on this side. As far as
Ponce too. It's
Ponce.
Yes,
now look at the difference. It's like you in a totally different city.
Absolutely.
This is zone 6.
He didn't record Ponce because Ponce is big houses, type of mansions. I got another video. Okay, perfect.
See, this is the 1 minute video. I actually have his long video.
Okay, got it.
So now you guys see the difference. Let me pull up the longer video.
Okay. This one? No?
Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Estrato.
Vamos a encontrar este tipo de cosas.
So now you get a chance.
Aquí tenemos incluso un pulguero y el color blanco, que es el que predomina. Digamos pues el que de pronto no ha venido, que de pronto no conozca, el que de pronto pues no distinga, digamos, nuestra ciudad de Cali.
Let me see. Right there.
There we go.
Okay, so now we already saw. So now we're in zone 1.
So that's zone 1. For real.
I'm gonna fast forward, let you guys see it a little bit more. So he gonna show you the houses in zone 1. Look at the houses.
We want
Look
to
at the
see
businesses.
the barrios. I mean, what barrio is that?
This is where your woman is from. I said, this is where your woman is from. This is where your woman is from. Yeah, I said it. This is where your woman is from.
I know a girl whose abuelita lives in Ciudad Córdoba. My grandma used to live in Ciudad Córdoba. But what barrio is that one?
I don't know.
Okay.
That's because we don't be going in these areas. That's because we don't be going in these areas, so we don't know.
Like Strata 2.
Yep, crap spaces.
Está
Okay, now
todo
we're going to
Mariano
zone 2.
Ramos. Okay, estamos en Mariano Ramos. Okay. Then
I was trying to find the part where he goes in and shows the houses that have no this is zone 1. He goes into an area that, there we go, with the broken down streets. This is zone 1 once again. This is the women that y'all love. Y'all love these women. Y'all love the Afro-Colombian with the big afro that live in these neighborhoods. Dangerous at night. If you think it look dangerous in the daytime, brother.
No, in nighttime is super dangerous. De Se Paz. We're still in Strata 2, in Strata 1.
So let's go to Strata 2. Here we go. Here we go. This is what I was trying to show.
Typical houses over there. Yeah. We know. It's still in De Se Paz.
Here we go. He's about to turn around. This in Cali. I didn't listen. When I first shout out to my man Big Cap. When I first came here, look at this.
Yeah, you don't have any parking. Just park your bike.
You ain't parking no car in there.
No, you can't.
Look how close the houses are.
Yeah, absolutely.
This where your woman from, bro? Oh, the one that's in your cell phone. This where she from. That was zone 1. We just getting to zone 2.
República Israel. It's still dangerous.
Still dangerous. Even driving through there is hard.
Yeah.
I'm not black, I'm OJ. Okay.
Okay. Y'all want to deal with those type of women that live in these areas. That's why we want to show you. That's what we want to show you. So we're in zone 2. I know it's a long video, so I don't want to take too much longer.
I think that is Ciudad Córdoba.
Right, West Philadelphia, born and raised. Looking like West Philly.
Oh my God, you guys are funny. That's Córdoba City, I think. Yeah, that's Ciudad Córdoba because that's going to my grandma's. I passed over there today. That is Avenida Cali. Avenida Ciudad de Cali. That's the street name. So continue because maybe you can see my grandma's house. That's the church.
Is this zone 2 or zone 3?
No, this is zone 3.
Okay.
This is Ciudad Córdoba.
So just regular neighborhood.
They have a lot of over there. There's a lot of businesses they sell pizzas, hamburgers, all of those.
Okay, like food courts.
Food courts.
Yeah, that is your grandma neighborhood.
Yeah, obviously. I mean,
you say what area is the fair?
I think it's zone 3 or 4 by the stadium.
Yeah, by the soccer stadium.
Soccer stadium.
So it's still.
What about I know it's close to Córdoba City. I know it's close to it. Let's start at 3 still.
Again, we're going to be looking at the next video from OBI LAAND after this about the guy that got deleted in Brazil.
Surti Popular. Yeah, that's a strata 3 still. And you see houses, you see cars, absolutely, just random houses, apartments. Then you take, okay, wait a second, pause for a minute. That's that bridge divides Strata 3 and Strata 4. Ciudad Córdoba and Ciudad 2000.
So once we go over the bridge, we'll be going into Strata 4.
Strata 4, absolutely.
I'm trying to recognize this because I'm like,
oh, my grandma lives. That's a big bridge.
oh, okay, okay.
All that bridge connect.
I know what this is.
Connect to south.
You can see the roads are better, the streets are better. Now you're no longer in zone 1, 2, and 3.
You go into zone or Strata 4, and that's Jose's house here.
No.
Jose lives over there
No.
in that house, in that building.
No.
In Ciudad Mil. Yeah, that's Jose's house, my friend's house. Yeah, all that bridge, and then you go to Ciudad Mil. That is all those houses that you see over there, and then you go into Caney, that is next to it. Estrato 4.
So now you see that there are a lot different. Just by going over that bridge, you could tell the difference in houses. Just by going over the bridge. Now you're seeing nice neighborhoods, nice homes. These are the areas that we always say is the difference between the type of women that you're dealing with. Completely different. Just crossing over the bridge. Just crossing over the bridge is completely different. Let me skip a little further. Nice apartments.
Yeah, apartments, buildings and apartments. It's still in Ciudad Mil.
Still in number 4.
Because Ciudad Mil is very known and Caney is very known with white houses. I don't know why they love painting those houses in white.
I don't get it.
I don't get it. But Black Colombia or Afro Colombia, they love white truck or white car or white house.
Yeah.
And they got a white woman.
Yeah.
I don't know. But seriously, for real.
When they get money, yeah.
Yeah, when they get money.
Yeah. Yeah, quiet neighborhood. You could tell. You notice that it's less people riding around, walking around. It's quieter and quieter.
Yeah.
You see that the landscape is the bushes are well taken care of. The palm trees, not just regular trees. Now they got palm trees. Am I lying?
No, it's true, baby. It is a La Nubia say all white affair.
Right.
For real.
Right, Nubia.
Seriously. Okay, we're still in Strata 4.
We're still in 4. Let's move forward.
Because I see the bridge here. It's still 4. It's still 4.
I can see it's still 4.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going a little further.
Now I think they're going to Strata 5. And let's see. Let's check it out. That's south. That's really far away from here.
So even though it's on the show on the south side, it's the same thing as far as the north as well. Each area is separated.
Okay, wait a second. Extracto 5, but this La Hacienda, El Ingenio. But this is other Ingenio. I think there's 2 Ingenios. La Hacienda, I know, is
okay. There we go.
Area.
So now we're in zone 5.
In zone 5, you can tell it's all apartments. And remember, you guys, apartments in Cali, in South, they were more cheaper compared to the
north,
west and north.
And
this area is more expensive.
Why is that?
Because the point that we are close to the airport, that we got so many important buildings close to us.
The immigration office is over here.
Immigration office and everything. We got Menga right here. We got Jumbo right here. So always in north is more expensive compared to south in Cali.
Okay. You can see more. I noticed more parks.
Yeah, they have a lot of parks. They have a lot of parks in south. Yeah, you see how calm it is.
See how quiet it is in zone 5.
Quiet. It's quiet. It's really quiet.
And if you think it's quiet like that during the day, It's really quite a night.
This is the mall. I think what's the name? Ciudad Jardín, no. Jardín Plaza.
Jardín Plaza.
Jardín Plaza Mall. I think it's this one. If I'm not mistaken, it's this one. Jardín Plaza.
Which is a really nice mall. They've got very expensive colognes, guys. Really nice. Where I get a lot of my dress shirts that I wear on the show. My button-ups.
They're going to... Keep going, babe. Let's see. They're going to Ciudad Jardín. If I'm not mistaken, that's Ciudad Jardín.
Now, as y'all can tell, the houses are getting better and better and better.
Strata 6.
Once again, y'all don't like women from this area. Why are we even looking over here? Because y'all know y'all like the other women.
Okay, no, siguen el ingenio, está bien.
Okay.
Okay, that's going to south. That here is the mall, Jardín Plaza, and this is the college, Universidad del Valle, the one that you see a lot of this. How do you say it? Field.
A lot of grass. That's a huge college.
You see the mall over here.
Oh, that is Jardín Plaza.
That's Jardín Plaza. So I think they're going to
towards Ponce.
They're going to Ciudad Jardín and Ponce because you can just go straight.
Yeah,
now they're going to Ciudad Jardín. That's Strata 6.
So this is all Zone 6. All those restaurants and stores. It's really nice.
Yeah,
it's really
beautiful.
nice.
Limo, you can see the limo.
You ain't gonna see this in Zone 1. You ain't gonna see no limousines sitting around in Zone 1. I'm sorry. Just move it forward a little bit. There we go.
You see that
that is Zone 6.
That is Zone 6.
And this is on the south side. Completely different. Completely different.
I think now he's going to, because in Ciudad Jardín, in Ponce is very known for big houses, type of mansion houses or condos over there. So I think he's going to Ponce.
We're going to look at some Ponce houses as well.
Okay. Yeah, he's on his way to Ponce. You can tell.
And Ponce is one that just.
Ponce is like Granada. Both are Strata 6.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's on his way to Ponce.
And Ponce is more open land because you buy land and you get a house.
Okay, okay. I see a comment here. People coach, hey, I'm looking by a property in Hamundi. Let me tell you this.
Did he say Hamundi?
No. He say that he wants to buy a property in Hamundi. Hamundi is not right now is not the best choice to buy a property.
No.
Why? Because not even my family don't go to Hamundi. I'm not going to Hamundi because Hamundi is always a point attack from La Guerrilla, all the type of groups, and they have been for the last year
bombing
the city or around the city or the towns, around the city.
Shootouts with the police.
Yeah, they put bombs in the police station. They put bombs in no, seriously, it's just like in close to schools. In just a bike last year, a guy who, when you come to Colombia, you see those guys who take care of the bikes outside, and they just park a person over the park a bike over there, and that bike explode. So no. I mean, I recommend if we got money, like let's say that we got $1 million right now, I don't put my money in Hamundi right now. No. A lot of people who got houses in Hamundi or around that area are selling those houses because it's not the moment. It's not the location. It's very dangerous.
And a lot of times y'all think because it's a majority. Once again, I started the live stream with this earlier. We think because the majority Black people in the area is our people. Let me buy a place where my people are.
No,
they don't, bruh. It is not safe. Let's go. I know he was going to Harding. Let's see if to Ponce. Let's see if he makes it to Ponce.
No, he's more in Ciudad Jardín.
So we're gonna show you Ponce real quick.
Because Ponce is a lot of condos. Sorry, wait.
Yeah, we're gonna show you Ponce area. Just the houses. Let me pull up the houses real quick. Let me screen share the houses. And we want to show you guys this, that there is a difference in Colombia in all the major cities. Every city is not the same.
What's that? Let me see the TikTok of the dude.
Okay, let's look at some houses in Ponce. You see that? Let me blow this up a little bit so you guys will be able to see this a little better. I guess I did that wrong. This is back to where it was. Okay, these are houses in Ponce.
Mm-hmm.
Did that freeze? Or did screen share? Oh, there we go, screen share. This is a house in Ponce. So that's the area that you guys wondered, do we have these type of homes in Colombia?
Yeah, we do. Absolutely.
But y'all like the chicks from the hood. So why are we showing you these homes when you like hood chicks? Let me show you some other houses in Ponce. That's a Ponce home. Let's go to it. We just looked at that one. My bad. Let's look at this one. Let us see. Okay, cool. This one gives us quite a few Ponce houses. So let's just look at each one of the houses. Close some of these windows. Let's look at these houses. There we go. See what I'm saying? The big difference, zone 6.
Yeah.
Big difference. Big difference.
It's the same apartments in West. They are
like out west. Like out west, they got penthouses. Yep. They're still doing construction on this home.
Yeah, absolutely.
So they're building this one right here. But it's going to be nice once it's done, as you can see. It's going to be nice once it's done. So we just wanted to show you the difference between the homes in Ponce or the zone 1s. See, these are condos right here and townhouses.
Yeah, condos. Yeah.
I would update the bathroom.
Yeah, it's old. Yeah, the way it's called.
Yeah, the bathroom needs to be updated. And you'll notice a lot in Colombia that they make the lights sideways instead of up and down. Vertical, they make theirs horizontal. Yep, that's about 1.3 million. Yep. You pay for that area because you get so much space, so much land. And that is a 3-bedroom, 5 bathrooms. I don't know why I want to have 5 bathrooms.
How many meters? ¿Cuántos metros? 284.
Plus you got some land.
That's a big house. That's a big house.
And the last thing that we're going to look at that I had pulled up for us. Let's see. And then we're going to look at the video. We're going to get started with the video in a second. But it's something that I want to show you guys. Okay. Let's pull this up. All right. Remember we were talking about Alto Living. This is Zone 5, Zone 6 on the north side. That's your spot, Top Gun. The secret is out. The secret is out. So this is Alto Living. They have a lot of 1-bedroom, 2-bedroom spots. Really nice. This is a Zone 5, Zone 6 area out north. We were just looking at out south. So let's look at out north. We're going to go this way. So across the street.
That's la 52 Avenue.
52nd Avenue. And you have restaurants all up and down here. So when you walk out the door, the reason why dudes like Top Gun like this area because it's really nice. Zone 5, Zone 6. And all you got to do is just walk out the door. You're walking directly across the street to all type of restaurants. Then we're going to go down the street. And see, you see the palm trees. You see the difference. This is not. See, y'all don't mess with women over here. Y'all don't mess with women over here. Y'all like the ones in the hood. I be trying to tell y'all when y'all come to Petronio, you better find out where this woman is from. If she's from here, look at these apartments.
Rent over there is around $900, between 900 and 1,000. Oh.
And you get a rent between $900 and $1,000 for these apartments over here.
The rent of absolutely
the rent.
Beautiful apartments.
Really nice.
That's beautiful. And the building that you see far away, like this one, that is Manga.
Oh yeah, that is Manga.
That's Manga.
That's Manga right there. That area. The mountains are behind it.
That's Manga.
And then you go down here, keep walking. All of these are restaurants and stores and everything. All of these are restaurants and stores. We're going to head on down just a couple more blocks.
To show why El Éxito?
Like some of the brothers that came down stayed in this Airbnb. I mean, this hotel right here, really nice.
Hotel,
I mean, apartments. I said hotel. Apartments right here, really nice.
Yeah, those apartments because they are big apartments, and obviously because the strata is stratified, so absolutely the rent is around almost 3,900,000, 4 million. It depends how big is the apartment, but that's the amount between $700 to $1,000.
So now, if we look back, you've only walked from Alto Living maybe 3 blocks. So if just in case you're wondering how far down you walked or we've traveled, you walk out of Alto Living and you walk straight down 3 blocks. Yeah, I'm giving all the secret Top Gun. Top Gun probably looking like Dre. You giving him my spot. You walk straight down.
Keep walking.
Keep walking. Keep walking across the street. And now you're at the grocery store. That's what makes this area so great. Because now Éxito is, Colombia's version of Walmart, Target, that type of thing. So now you're down here. Across the street.
All the restaurants.
They go Papa John. Papa John is right there. A bunch of sushi spots. You got the liquor store over here. You got a club that they open up over there. Right around the corner is the Peruvian restaurant.
Yeah, the Peruvian restaurant too.
Right around the corner.
El Corral. There's so many spots over there.
So we were just talking about that. And then you got Papa John right here.
Yeah.
We were just talking about that. But let's cross back across the street to Éxito. So now you guys are right here where the grocery store is. And notice, right behind you is the mountain. We've only walked 4 blocks. Just in case you guys are wondering how far down that this area is, it's only 4 blocks from Alto Living. And so now you got, once again, the grocery store. So you can get all your groceries and everything. There is a Smart Fit gym.
Smart Fit, absolutely.
Yep. And then you got also these little stores and shops connected to the grocery store. They
Even have a Western Union over there, or money exchange over there too in Éxito. If you need to change dollars.
So if you need it, yep, that's a good point, babe. I forgot about that. They got the Western Union for money exchange. So if you need to exchange your dollars at Western Union, you don't need to go to the mall to do it. And this area is maybe a 5-minute drive, taxi ride or Uber ride from Chippy Chape Mall. So it's not far at all. We know quite a few people that live in this area. Really nice. So you keep going, and right here,
62.
right back there is Smart. That's what it say, the Decathlon store, and right behind Decathlon is the Smart Fit gym.
Smart Fit.
That's connected to the grocery store Exito. Remember we said Exito, and you see how huge that Exito is. It takes up the whole block.
I know.
And then you go down here once again. Across the street is nothing but restaurants.
That's a restaurant over there. Remember the guys in there.
Okay.
Manglares. That's a seafood spot.
That is a good spot too.
Manglares.
They got good food. Me and one of the other brothers went there one Sunday. Yeah, we have been there together.
No,
me and
no, you
Nathan.
And me? No.
Me and Nathan went. Shout out to my man Nathan. Me and Nathan went. So let's go back across the street.
And that is close to, this area is close to Migración Colombia office too?
Yep. It's only like a few-minute walk to go into immigration office. So if you have any questions about your ID or anything else, and that's the immigration office. Let's go down here. There's the barbecue spot that sells
Comida
barbecue.
Llanera. So, okay. That's all meat. And then you go to one of our favorite spots, Crepes and Waffles, that I think is way
Next
more.
block?
Yeah, that one.
That Crepes and Waffles?
Yeah, base here. Just a little bit more for, no.
A little
Let's keep
further?
going. Yeah. Absolutely. That's Crepes and
There
Waffles.
we go. There's crepes right there. Crepes and Waffles right there in the corner.
Yeah. I
Slap.
love Crepes and Waffles.
Yep. So Crepes and Waffles is really good. As you can tell, this is our neighborhood, so we know exactly where everything is. Just in case you guys were wondering, like, how do they know all that? This is our neighborhood. Just in case you guys are wondering what our neighborhood looks like. We pay $600 a month plus. We pay in all our bills, including utilities. We pay $800+ a month for a 3-bedroom, 3-bathroom. You've seen our spot before, so now you guys see our neighborhood. So just in case you guys are wondering.
And we have the mountain view too.
Yeah, we got the mountain view as well. So when we walk out on our balcony, we get the mountains right outside our window. That same mountain view, and so it takes you all the way down here. More restaurants. It's a great Asian restaurant over here that me and some of the brothers went to.
This also got Karen Pizza.
Yep, Karen's Pizza is over here. Which
yeah,
is
it's over there. I
across the street?
think.
Did I pass?
No, babe. Keep going. I think a little bit.
I love you some Karen's Pizza.
No, we passed. We already
I
passed.
did. We passed.
But we close to
That's a
Migración
restaurant.
Colombia.
Yeah, immigration.
Here in
Yeah,
this-
oh,
in
we
this
are.
zone.
We are immigration.
It's
Colombia.
next to this big building.
It is on the other side.
This one.
Actually, on the other side of this
Building.
this building
It's next to it.
is next to it. They just built this building. We Andre and I have been together so long that we actually saw this building built from zero.
So you guys walking, you guys go through all this little bridge,
Yep.
and then you see what they were building.
Yep.
But
See, all
now
this
it's
is
already
different. It's
done.
already done.
It's already done and everything. They got stores and everything.
Yeah.
But yeah, next to that building is Migración Colombia
Yep.
office.
Right next to it on this side is the immigration office. Actually, let's see if I can get to it from here.
Keep going. Put here. No, over there. No,
Let me go back.
okay. Let's see if you can get it. No.
It won't let me go in.
No. No.
No, it won't let me go in.
Mhm.
But next to the building, right here, the apartment, you go right here, like a block or two, and that's the immigration office. And that's another reason why we like being on this side of the city, because on the south side, I don't know how it is to get to immigration, but I do know one thing: you're not walking to immigration office.
There's only immigration office in Cali. That's the only one.
That's the only one?
Yeah.
Wow.
That's why I mean, all
We
recommendation
love our area.
is like to not stay in South. Why? Because if you need to do something here, you overstay, you got Migración Colombia right on north.
Yep. And that's what our point is. Now you guys see why we showed you the South, and it's nice over there. We showed you Ponce. We just showed you Zone 5 over there. Zone 6 is nice. But if you notice, Over there, you need a bike to get everywhere.
Exactly.
You need an Uber
Yeah.
to get everywhere on the south side.
You need even go to the grocery shop or the grocery store or go to the gym or get some pesos. You need to take a
Uber
or car, whatever.
Yep. But over here out north in the zone 5, zone 6 area, you can walk everywhere. And this is why we always say, guys, get it out north, get it out north. And that's why when we know, and me and Andrea could tell you this, that's when we know that y'all got y'all little lady friend when y'all go out south. Because you do not find out about going out south by yourself. So as soon as you say, hey, Dre, I got an apartment out south, the first thing comes out my mouth is, what's her name? What you mean? What's her name? Don't hit me. You didn't go out south by happenstance.
I got luck in that. Well, actually, that building that we saw used to be El Das.
Oh, did it?
Back in the day, used to be El Das.
But you know, Gary was back in the day.
Obviously that Gary's old school. He knows.
Gary
That was
school.
El Das.
Yeah.
The one who in Bogota, I think it was in Bogota, the Medellin cartel set a bomb over there and exploded in the 90s or in the 80s, I think. Yeah, we got a building like that here.
Yeah.
El Das.
Yeah. He said, what do black Caleños like think of gringos?
Nothing.
Right. You're just a regular person.
You're a regular foreigner.
Ain't nobody else.
There's no any difference.
Realize Cali is not a touristy city in the sense of tourism that's Bogota. For example, Bogota is big city tourism, investments. Medellin is famous tourism, telenovelas, Netflix, history. That's Medellin. Paisa women, blah, blah, blah. Party. That's Medellin. Cartagena fame in Barranquilla and Santa Marta are the beach areas, the Atlantic Ocean. Cali, the reason why we like Cali, which we just been showing you our neighborhood, is because...
I'm going to fix one of my eyelashes. Wait a second.
Okay, sexy boo. The reason why we like Cali is because our area is quiet. Cali is famous for its medical tourism. So when tourists come down here, they come for medical reasons, cancer surgery. There are cancer patients that come. I want you guys to realize this. Some of the most well-educated, well-trained doctors are in Cali, Colombia. Cali has the #1 hospital in Colombia, not Medellin, not Bogota. Cali has doctors that have been trained in Cleveland Clinic. The hospital in Cali is so well known that patients from Cleveland Clinic have been sent to Cali, and patients from Cali Hospital have been sent to Cleveland Clinic in the States. So when I say Cali is known for its medical tourism, I'm not talking about some girl getting a big butt. That's true too. I'm not just talking about getting veneers. I'm talking about people that say, I've been around the world. Remember the movie Doctor Strange? Smashed up his hands, right? He spent his last dollars going around the world doing what? Trying to find a cure for his hands. There are people that come to Cali and it's their last resort from around the world. We get people from Turkey. We get people from all over the Middle East. We get people from parts of Africa. We get Asian people here. Cali is the medical tourism of Colombia. Not Medellin. Medellin gets it. Not Bogota. Bogota gets some too. But when it comes to all type of medical tourism, that's why I mention to you guys all the time, some of the first Americans that I met was a guy that was down here and he was fighting cancer. And because he came to Cali, he said, I said, well, why'd you come to Cali? He said, well, first of all, the medical I already knew was excellent. He said, B, he said, I got an estimation in the States for my cancer surgery. I would have paid with insurance. I would have paid $12,000 copay. I said, well, how much you pay for your surgery here in Cali? He said, for my medical, for the surgery, for the doctors, the nurses, and the recuperation, I paid $1,200 out of pocket for cancer surgery in one of the best hospitals in Cali, Colombia. So when we say that Cali, that's why we don't have a red light district. We don't attract those type of tourists. I can't show you a pay-for-play area in Cali. We don't have that. You got brothels, yeah. You got strip clubs, yeah. You got swinger spots, yeah. But a spot where you can just go act a fool, no. Cali doesn't have that. We don't have that. And that's why we're so glad. And when people come down to Cali, like guys like you guys, most of us come down here to live, not to just party all the time, but to actually say, okay, I want to live in Colombia. Let me go check out Cali. And a lot of guys see our neighborhood. Let me go back to the video. I mean, go back to the stage. And a lot of guys come to our neighborhoods because they actually see. Let me cross the street. Let me just show you some of our neighborhoods. Just in our neighborhood.
How cute it looks. Look at the houses.
You see what I'm saying? Just in our neighborhood.
Avenida Tercera Norte, yeah, that's north. That's Stratas 5.
Yep.
You give me a little tour in our area.
A little tour in our own neighborhood.
Oh, I love the house.
Yeah,
I
this
love
house. This house is nice with the plants.
House.
They went
right
all out
on a corner.
Yeah, that's right down the street from Exito.
Even I think next to in that block is Waffles and Crepes. If I'm not mistaken.
Crepes and Waffles is right down here, down this street.
Yeah, I think. What is it? But I know it's in that area.
Now you see this building right here. You see this little building right here, guys. This right. I don't know if let me zoom in. This building right here is what security guards stay in. Every neighborhood has 2-3 security guards. Every block. You see, it's another one right down here too. So we have security guards that walk all day, all night in our neighborhoods to where you get to know your security. Now, in our buildings, you have actual security, fenced in. You can't get in the area of security guards.
That's the back, the back part of Waffles.
Oh, yes,
that's the parking spot of Waffles. That's
so
a restaurant.
We usually park our truck here.
Yep,
and this is Crepes and Waffles right here, the restaurant.
The restaurant.
Restaurante. Yeah, and Crepes and Waffles is a franchise all over Colombia.
Yeah.
What did T-Mac say?
Porteros, he's security guys.
Yeah, the portero. Yeah, security guys. Thank you very much, T-Mac. And then you headed back towards the mountain. And you've only walked, just to get the Crepes and Waffles, you probably walked maybe 6 blocks. All these are restaurants across the street. You've got the grocery store right here. You got the grocery store right here. You've got the gym next to the grocery store. And of course, now that you guys know, that's my gym that I go to.
That's Andre gym.
That's my gym.
I go into a different one.
Yeah, Andre goes to a different one. I got membership at both gyms. Andre goes to the 24-hour gym. So, you got the parking. This is the front of Exito grocery store. And then we got the beautiful mountain view, once we mentioned before, beautiful mountain view in the back. Let that clear up.
And then you take the
right here. We're going to go down this street.
Avenida Cuarta Norte, and then you go into Menga.
So you go into the other side of our building.
I mean, Menga is jumbo.
Menga.
It's like Medellin and Envigado.
Right.
We are next to each other, but it's even Jumbo got different pico placa than Cali compared to Cali.
Oh, do they?
Obviously, babe. For example, when the majors say party in Cali is until 3 p.m. Actually, it's 3 a.m. Sorry,
True.
3 a.m.
That's true.
Well, or happy, beautiful behinds, we're going to party to Menga because Menga is until 5. And Menga is part of Jumbo. It's not part of Cali.
So now we're going behind. This is us on the other side of the trees. This is Go ahead.
That Super Inter is now it's an Éxito right now because Éxito bought that store.
Right. So this is an Éxito here.
Éxito right now.
Right. So this
right
is different. This is a brand new Éxito over here.
Yeah. They're Éxito bought that brand.
I wonder if they updated this.
But that
they
is
did. So
this
now
is
these are all nightclubs
manga.
right behind us. These are best clubs in Cali.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's true. That's
right?
true.
You got Club
true.
Living over here. Let's see if we can go in here.
Rosa Negra.
There we go.
Wait
we
a second.
couldn't. We couldn't.
No, that's way back in the day.
Oh man, it went backwards. Okay, let me go back out.
Let
me go back out and then turn back around.
Okay.
Okay,
Rosa Negra, 40 copas.
That's a nice one. Yep, Negra is really nice spot. So let's go down just a little bit. So now you see the Jumbo sign.
Jumbo, you see
Jumbo.
what we're talking about?
That's Jumbo.
That's not Cali anymore. It's
right.
Jumbo.
Even though it's one block behind us.
Uh-huh.
So this is zone. So when I take you guys out hanging out with me, right? We hanging out for the evening. These are the spots that I take you to. These are humongous. They look small right here. These are humongous night spots. Huge. Everybody's VIP. It's just really, really nice. Club Living. Come on now. And so when I take you, I don't take you to no hood spots. That's why you guys not seriously.
No, I know. And that will be pissed.
Right. Now you guys see when I sit back and now you see when Andre says, I don't hang out in no hood. I'm not taking you to no hood spots. No, don't invite me to no hood. I don't want to meet your hood girlfriend because we just looked at what the hood in Cali looks like.
There's no party in the hood anymore. That was when I was 18.
Right. Right. And so right here, let's see Club Living.
That's Living.
And this is my spot right here.
No, but babe, you don't show anything, babe.
Oh, I didn't. Okay, my bad. My bad, guys. Let me go back to here.
There
okay,
we go.
Club Living.
That's Living.
So that's Club Living, one of the most famous clubs in Colombia. It is huge. This is new.
We need to show them La Cantina La Quince.
Oh, do we?
We need to, like if you can put
Pull
the
it up, put up
address,
the video.
the address or something like in Google.
I will go watch the video with the Colombian. I mean, with the Brazilian girl.
Okay, cool. Now she showed you like a little bit of Granada, but it's okay.
Oh, okay. Let's
Because
see
we
if can pull
mentioned
up
Granada a lot. Granada,
see,
Cali.
Let's see if I can pull up Granada.
Granada, Cali. No. That's
right here.
That's la plazoleta Jairo Varela. Barrio Granada. In the Barrio Bay.
Right here.
Yeah, let's check it out.
Let's see if it lets me open up.
No, that's south. That's south. So,
okay.
You can put over there Cantina La Quince, and we can see Granada. La Cantina, C-A.
Cantina?
You say Cantina La Quince, Cali.
Okay. There we go.
No.
I hit the wrong one?
Yeah.
We're going to get it. Oh, come on now.
No. La Cantina. You see, Cantina, the third one.
The third one?
Yeah. Cantina La Quince, Cali. And Granada, Cali.
Do we go?
No.
Let's see. Let's just look at maps.
The maps.
Let's look at the maps.
Cantina La Quince, Cali Norte.
Okay. Oh, I just saw it down there too. Oh man. Come on, Drake. Get it together. There we go. Is that it? That's
that
it.
Is
there
La
we go.
Cantina La Quince,
there we go.
And that's the cantina that a lot of you guys coming with your bro chicks. And another thing, a lot and now it's bigger. Like now it's big building.
Some of these pictures are old.
Yeah, it's old.
Like this is what it looks like on the inside for real. This is what it looks like.
Yeah, because now it's a huge building. That's when it's called.
The live entertainment. for the top chef. Yeah, it is huge.
It's huge.
Good food too, because it's a Mexican themed restaurant. Now, let's go back to where we were.
Yeah, those photos are really old because
Yeah.
Cantina looks so
Yeah, it's completely different. It's
That is
black.
and yeah, it's all black, and that artesanal paleteria, whatever, is not over there anymore.
Yeah, like this is small. It's all this is.
It's
Yeah, it's
Cantina.
completely different. Completely different. So when you guys hear me say you guys take women to restaurants that they aren't, because they got security guards out front. And I mean, it's top of the top.
Yeah.
And you guys will take these women from zone 1 to these restaurants. And me and Andre are like, what are you doing? What are you doing? So this is the Granada area. Just in case you guys are wondering, full of restaurants. This is Granada.
That is Granada. That's restaurant Bohío, El Faro.
This is a real. We love this
Bohío.
restaurant.
It's amazing food,
Upstairs, downstairs.
amazing breakfast that we have over there.
Yes.
Absolutely looks most beautiful right now.
Yes. That's really nice. Right here. We've been here. I think we went for our anniversary here.
Yeah, we went over there. Amazing food too.
Because it was just us. This one is a rooftop. So you go in on this side right here.
Yeah.
You just go to the rooftop. So it's a rooftop restaurant. There are a lot of Airbnbs in Granada.
That's all Granada.
All this is Granada. All these are businesses all throughout Granada. And this is a zone 5.
Granada is zone 6.
Okay. Zone
5
6.
and 6.
Okay. Like this restaurant is still here in Granada.
That's a bar actually.
Yeah, it is a bar. You're right. Scroll down. This is Andrea's Starbucks.
That is my favorite coffee shop in the world, Juan Valdez.
Wow, this is old.
And that is Richie.
That's Richie. This Rico Richie.
Rico Richie.
Before they opened it up as a bar.
Exactly.
Upstairs he has Airbnbs. This is the restaurant where the brother owns from Atlanta. That we saw. Rico Richie was in yesterday's episode when the girl Brenda and Jay had took the 3 girls to a club to get some drinks. It was here. This was Rico Richie's. So now this man is an old photo.
I know it's super old. I think it was in pandemic.
This is old. Wow, to see what it looks like before they turn into a bar. It looks nothing like this. Let me see if I can.
You get drinks and then you get a coffee.
See if I can pull. I know, right?
Rico Richie. Yeah, Cali, Colombia.
Is she funny?
Yeah, Gastro Bar. That's the actually the well, that's the old logo. Or the old painting.
That is the old painting. They've changed it now.
In Granada, let's see.
Let me see. We got a photo.
Oh, they got sangrias.
Yeah, they do. And this is owned by one of the brothers in Atlanta.
But
from
you
Atlanta.
don't show it, Andre.
Well, no, I know I'm not showing it. Give me a second, guys.
Okay. Got it.
I'm trying to pull it up.
No, but there's not any photo.
There's no photos of the new, because he's redone the painting. The painting doesn't even. This is my man Doug. He owns the spot. Let me pull this up on the screen so you guys can see it. This is my man Doug. He actually owns the spot. This is my dude. Shout out to my man Cam. That's my dude too. Him and his girl. Chris. Chris been here about 5 years. Him and Cam. No, we weren't there that day. So you can watch American sports in there. So we watch the Super Bowl. We watch MMA. We watch. If they play nothing but American music in there.
Luciana Gastro Bar.
Yep. And so it looks completely different from what we just showed you guys. Let me see if I can find some more videos. So yeah, you can watch all type of events there. And so a lot of us meet up on Monday and Tuesday nights, and we just hang out in there. In Rico Richie's. Shout out to them. See if I can find some more video. Like I said, you can watch all your fights in there. He opened up on the Super Bowl night. And the food is excellent, bruh. I'm gonna tell y'all something. Shout out to my man. My man Doug has some good food. Seafood, oh yeah. That was his spot was the first place I ever had lionfish.
Lionfish.
Yeah. Look at the crab, man. Listen. Yes, sir. Oh, I didn't know they was doing it like that. I feel like I'm back in Maryland. I feel like I'm back in B-More. I feel like I'm back in Baltimore. Yes, sir. So these are the type of areas that we try to introduce you guys to. We're gonna try to take you guys to no hood spot. This is my man too. He's the bartender there. Really good dude. He makes some good drinks, boy.
Okay.
Yes, sir. So we've been here for 2 hours plus.
Yeah, almost 3 hours.
Almost 3 hours. So guys, we're going to watch the other video with but it's been 3 hours. But we definitely wanted you guys to see the difference between the stratas, the neighborhoods, because it's the same way in most cities in Colombia. So, and you know, I'm gonna say something to you guys. When I first start looking at Colombia as a country to come to, one of the things that frustrated me the most was no YouTuber was showing photos of the neighborhoods. They were doing photos of the clubs. They were doing photos of the ladies, of the beach, but nobody just had photos of just walking through a neighborhood. I want to see a neighborhood. I want to know the difference between this neighborhood and that neighborhood. Nobody had videos. It took me forever to finally find somebody. Shout out to my man Richard's World, because Richard, that's all he does is he travels the world silently and walks through neighborhoods just to show people neighborhoods. He was the only one that showed a neighborhood of Medellin. Nobody else did it. So this is why Andre and I periodically show you our city so you can see what neighborhoods look like. We're not here to show you where the party spots are, but we are here to show you where the safe areas are and where some good people are. And if we were talking to Brenda, we would have told Brenda, leave Jay people alone. I know she was strung out on Jay, but Jay was the one that introduced her to the 3 girls. Jay got himself drugged and got Brenda drugged. I'm going to say this again. Jay was the one that got himself drugged, the YouTuber in Cali. All you brand new Cali YouTubers just running around here that think you can just introduce people to anybody was the same dude that got this young lady drugged. Jay lost out. He lost out. And even the young lady that got caught up, she now in jail. So I hope that what Andre and I try to do for you guys and other YouTubers try to do for you guys gives you a little peek into the everyday real life of that we have here in Colombia and not just that party stuff. He said, Dre showed the pic of Rico Richie on the map. You have to go through the photos. Okay, let's see. You got to, oh, I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Let me see. Let me go back with Rico Richie. You said in the map, you got to go through the photos. No, they're nope. Let me pull up, let you guys see what we're singing. I'm back at the map. I'm back at Rico Richie's. And it's not giving me
Maps.
right.
You are in Cantina La Quince.
Okay, but what if I put Rico Richie here?
Okay.
Let's see what it does.
There we go.
Let's see what it does. Okay, there we go. See, it's still showing us the old building. And this painting is no more. This is when they first started opening up. This painting is completely changed. As you can see the bar has changed. So yeah, this was like when it's completely different. Yeah, it doesn't look like this anymore. This Chris. I think this might have been a Super Bowl night.
That's what he means. Nice photos of him.
Oh, there we go. No, this wasn't Super Bowl night. I don't know what night this was. I don't know. Shout out to Chris. See, some of y'all dudes are like hanging out with Chris. Chris, good people. But Chris going to neighborhoods. Me and Chris are the exact opposite. That's my dude. We hang out with each other and we're exact opposites when it comes to what Chris will go into any neighborhood anytime. He don't care. Andre ain't the one. He will date anybody. Chris will, he don't care. Kristen already did videos on how he got drugged. Chris is the one. Okay, here we go. Remember, I tell y'all I was in Chippy Choppy Mall with my boy, and my boy told me, hey, Andre, I got drugged last night. And I looked at him and I said, I can see that happening. And I finished ordering my food. I didn't miss a beat. That was Chris. Chris is the dude when he told me that he got drugged. I just looked over and I said, I could see that happening. And I finished ordering my food at the restaurant. That's how unsurprised about Chris getting drugged I was. And I wish that on nobody. Like I said, Chris already did. We did a live stream. He came on the show years ago talking about it. But Chris make moves I couldn't do. That's my dude. But some of y'all love when y'all come to town, because Chris got a great personality too. But when y'all come to town, man, y'all meet Chris, y'all get Chris' number. I don't see y'all no more. I don't see y'all no more. And I know what y'all up to. Y'all on the east side of the city hanging out with Chris. And there is nothing wrong with that. You just ain't gonna see me on the east side of the city hanging out with Chris. But the cool thing about it, Chris know everybody from all over the city. He's one of those guys that he know people from zone 6 as well as zone 1. I'm just zone 5, 6, 4. Anything less than 4, I really don't know anybody. But yeah, that's my dude, Chris. He good people. Like I said, they serve some really good food there, man. If you into steaks, there you go. Really good food. Yep. All right, guys. We're about to head up out of here. We hope that you guys have a happy Easter.
Yes.
Make sure that you guys show some love by purchasing the book. And do us a favor, guys. We've been doing great last night because of you guys leaving reviews for the book. We ended up number 3 on Amazon for travel budget books. We went from number 400 to number 3. So if you guys can do us a favor, go in, leave a review. It's absolutely free. The review is why you would recommend this book and this book. Why would you recommend these books? Answer that question. Leave a review.
So incredible to you have your own books.
Yeah, I know, right?
It's like having your own kid.
I know, right?
real.
Yes, sir. We're winning. We are winning. And if it wasn't for you guys and Andrea, of course.
Thank you a lot.
A lot of this is dedicated to dedicated to the wifey and dedicated to you guys, Seriously. So make sure he said I got all 3 of them in my cart forever. Yes, sir. Appreciate you, brother. Yeah, but if you guys just leave a review, if we get 5 people tonight, and don't wait for the next man to do it, you do it. If we get 5 people tonight to leave a review out of the 64, that would push us towards being the #1 spot, like Ludacris say. Scheme, scheme, plot, plot. I'm coming for that #1 spot. #1 spot. Think about it, us, average mere mortals. #1. He said, I bought the Kindle version. He said, and I need that hard copy. Yep. Shout out to you. He said, Andre needs to write a book about life with a man from Motown. Life with a man from Motown. Yes, sir. Them Detroit boys.
You better back the fuck up out my face, goddammit. I'm from Detroit, Michigan. Don't play with me.
Don't play with us.
Don't play with me.
That's for real. Shout out to man Gregory GT Money Taylor in the building. Shout out to you, brother. We appreciate you all. Let's do some outros real quick. Let you guys have some fun enjoying the outro videos of the
I know how
Cowgirl.
you intro.
Yes,
outro.
Sir. Our outro.
Viene de allá abajo del otro lado del charco, cancha de tierra, sudor, esfuerzo y trabajo, madre de humildes, de poco descanso, reina de la noche, bulla, festejo y relajo. Cumbia y nos vamos a viajar, cerca, cerquita de la mar. Cumbia, mis lentes, lentes pa' mirar. La reina, la santa, mi despertar. Mueve como quiera, sin patrón ni bandera. No conoce fronteras, hasta el más fino la espera. Belleza y cadencia tiene al mundo alborotado. China, Suecia, Barbados,